HH, I gotta say that your boy Adolf is rolling in his grave right now because Germany have Sane, Gnabry.
Well, I did, but I smoked. I actually already told you.
You smoked what? You smoked what?
Is your name Brian?
No.
Okay.
That was random as hell, bro.
It's my narrative. So
You know what else you need?
what?
I need daddy. I need daddy.
Guys, welcome. We're back here. We're trying to do our thing. We're trying to live, trying to exist. We're trying to stay alive. Welcome to this beautiful, amazing in the hangout. So, what's on the menu tonight? Getafe. Yeah. Getafe. We're gonna have a conversation about Getafe. We're gonna have a conversation about Getafe and maybe Hazard. You know, the link up is there. The link is there. I think the link is around there. Welcome to send me what up. I'm also gonna talk about Barcelona. Luuk with you. He said, "What's up? Why do we need a striker?" Is when things really that's bad. If Luke with Suyus can come up with a clutch goal like that, why do we need a freaking new damn freaking striker? Barca I. Then we're going to talk about the big one, the massive one, the one that Patino. Chelsea against Liverpool. We'll try and break that down and look at all of the details because I believe. Is it the end of the title? Is the title already decided by both of those teams canceling each other out and drawing in that game? And we're going to talk about Lukaku. Lukaku says that it's hot, things are going to be going crazy, and things are going to be popping up. So we're going to talk and give a take on what's going to hit Monday with regards to Lukaku for the rest of the general window. And to end things, because we're about a week away until the start of the Afcon preview. Who do we think will win? What surprise packages will happen? And will Nigeria actually even manage to make it out of that freaking group, missing all of their players? So let's have a nice, little, beautiful Afcon discussion about it, man. So, again, guys, remember, have fun, have your meals. I have mint biscuits, and I also have, what do I have here? And I also have shortbread biscuits. Mint biscuits and shortbread biscuits. I've got both of those things up in there. So, that's how I'm rolling. Have a meal, have a drink, sit back, kick back, relax. Shout out to the YouTube fam, shout out to the Twitch fam out there, shout out to all the Patreon members out there and the members out there. Shout out, and I know I love you guys, and I'm seeing all the members up in that piece. Remember again, if there's anything you want to say, apart from if your name is English Talents FC, Daddy Oos, or my fake baby mama, or my fake son, apart from any of those people, feel free to send the super chats. We call them dubs here, and I will answer those as soon as possible. Please make them relevant and make them funny. Make them funny and make them relevant as well, man. So, as I say always, how's everyone doing, man? How's everyone popping up? How's everyone doing great?
Roller coaster, man. Roller coaster.
Yeah, man. We're doing our thing, man. We're doing our thing. There's a guy with a weird username in the background that I don't want to bring in. So I'm
bring him in. We want to see the username.
No. I'm not bringing that guy in because he has a very rude emoji. So. Let's start things off, man. Wilton, is the mic working?
Yeah.
Is it clear? Is it clear? Is the mic clear?
I hope so.
So, Wilton, let me get it straight. So you called Getafe a bunch of Spanish farmers, and you said that Getafe are a bunch of losers, and you feel sickened that it seemed like Real Madrid have to share the same pitch as those, if I could quote you right, Spanish peasants. So, Wilton, you being the great Real Madrid, you having who I consider the best player in the world right now in Karim Benzema, can you please explain to me how you lost 1-0 to Getafe? And don't you dare use the excuse that it's the first game of the new season. How did you lose to Getafe?
I mean, we just weren't on it. It's just like Benzema, as you claim him to be the best player in the world, he was arguably the worst player on the pitch today, him and Toni Kroos, because out of everybody in that starting 11, only Casemiro and Madrid came to play today. It's like they had a whole New Year's party and they forgot there was a match today. Like, it's like they didn't even train. Like, it's like training was like for like 10 minutes and they just went into this game thinking it's a Getafe because they were so bad in La Liga. As I said this season, it's just La Liga, the quality, it's so bad. Like, teams like Getafe, Cadiz, they just sit back for the entire game because Getafe didn't create one single chance in this entire game. We literally gave them the goal that they scored today. Well, that was Militao's fault, but it's one mistake. Like the guy's been really good. He's been really good for us this season. So I'm not too mad about that. Yes, the performance was very awful. The fact that Isco was
So you're not worried that we could be seeing a potential slide? This
no,
could be
I'm
the
not
beginning
worried.
of a slump or something.
No,
Maybe
I'm
Getafe
not.
have poked a
I'm
little
not
bit.
worried.
You hold what I'm saying.
No, it's just the reason I'm not worried because I thought, but there's so many games this season we should have like lose this season. Like I'm not even like over exaggerating. Like for example, did you know that we only lost 2 games in the calendar year, like in 2021? Which is when I saw that stats, even me, I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? We only lost 2 games? So yes, it was bad. We lost to Getafe, but again, I think it was just an off day. The Benzema was, but Benzema couldn't even make a 1-yard pass, like, and he was screaming at Peter, and I'm like, you do know you made the pass, like he was screaming at him,
and you know he almost denied Hazard because I want to talk a little bit about Hazard because you know he denied Hazard an assist. Hazard was about to
oh
get an
my
assist.
god,
Wilton,
Hazard was good
don't
today,
do
right?
this.
Hazard was good today,
Thank
but
you.
no, he was good today, like.
Okay, Vilton, just leave it at that. He was good. Just thank you. Full stop. It was good. Thank you. We can walk there. We can walk with that.
He was good today, but at the end of the day, we lost. Like it's Getafe. Hazard's supposed to be performing against Getafe regardless, so it really doesn't matter. Like I still don't trust Hazard to hit form like right before the PSG game because he's not gonna be in the form that Vinny's in right now. And Vinny,
No. But all I'm saying, Vilton, is that he's not Zad. He's
What do
not
you
yet
mean he's
Zad.
not?
But
What do you
I
mean
was
he's
seeing
not Hazard?
glimpses.
He's better than Hazard. There are no glimpses of Hazard. We've seen this before. We've seen glimpses of this performance before.
Vilton, what I saw today, I've not seen in a Real Madrid shirt.
What are you talking about, bro?
No. The last time I saw this was that game against PSG. I think it was like 2 years ago in that first leg.
What about the
got
game?
the injury?
What about the game against Alves where he got the assist of the season? What about?
No. I'm talking about performance. Performance-wise, bro, Wilton, you can't lie that. That's footballing IQ, understanding, technique between Hazard and Benzema. So if Benzema was on it, Hazard gets 2 assists. If Benzema was on it, Hazard gets 2 assists. Then we're having a very different conversation. But Wilton, you can't lie. We saw glimpses of that Zad, of that dude.
Again, it's a Getafe, so he better be showing glimpses against Getafe because I'm not expecting much. I do think Getafe is gonna get relegated this season because you're not gonna stay in the league if you're just gonna play 11 men behind the ball, not even attack. Like it's just not gonna work. So overall, it was just an off day at the office. It's just I don't think it's a big deal that we lost like to Getafe. Like
All right, let me bring
don't think it is.
Z-Man, as a rival and so forth, you look at this L to Getafe. Do you take anything from it? Do you think that? And also, I want you to talk about Hazard, just a little bit. Hazard, like, are we seeing glimpses, just like faint glimpses of that player who took the world by storm in 2018? Just glimpses.
Okay, just to put into perspective, Getafe are in 16th place.
Zeman, don't use big words here. Don't use. I know you're a PhD merchant. I know you're a PhD merchant and so forth. Just keep it simple. Thank you.
Okay, they're in 16th place. They're terrorist football club, and they play like Chelsea. They're actually like the La Liga Chelsea versions. And to a certain extent, you get
less successful. Just that's it.
Yeah, less successful, but they have been getting results. To be honest with you, I think they might stay in the league, unlike Cadiz, who's bound to go down to second division. So this Real Madrid game, it just felt like these guys weren't going to score. It felt like they had chances at times. Benzema wasn't performing up to par. Hazard had a decent game. I don't think that says anything about him.
Well, you saw a few of the links. You saw You know, when he was, moving in, popping, he was popping it off. We used to saw the ball Hazard was doing it a little bit, just a little.
I mean, it's not good as his assist to Sevilla when it was a deflection, but it was definitely one of his best moments, bro. So Getafe, shout out to you, man, keeping the dream alive. But yeah, these guys, bro, I'm tired of these type of teams. Honestly, I'm getting tired of these type of teams that just defend for their life, man. Like, they're not there to play football, man. It's already enough that I had to watch Chelsea today. Now I had to watch Getafe. But
Ziman, we're not on Chelsea. It's focused on Cadiz. Focus on Cadiz.
no,
Sorry. Focus on Getafe. Focus on Getafe. Focus on Getafe, man.
Yeah, 16th place. It won't do that much to Real Madrid. They're bound to win the league. They don't really have any competitors, if I'm being honest. And
so basically you're saying, so you saw no glimpses from Hazard. Is that what you're trying to tell me? You saw 0 glimpses.
16th place, Getafe.
Wait, Zeman, can you just answer the question? Are you going to tell me that, truthfully speaking, hand on hearts, you saw 0 glimpses of 2018 Zad?
2018 Zard? Nah, I didn't see that. But then again, the 2018 Zard was a Europa League merchant. So yeah.
Can I speak about it?
If you'll be respectful, yes.
Yeah, I will be.
If you'll be respectful.
At the end of the day, I don't think this result matters in any whatsoever, because Madrid are going to win the league no matter what. It's a guarantee. Sevilla aren't going to catch them up. Neither are Atletico, neither are Barcelona. And the thing is, I mean, every team has once in a while where they mess up. This isn't. I mean, Getafe are 16th, and it's not like it's prime Getafe where they used to challenge for Champions League spots under Jose Bordalas. So I mean, it is what it is. As for Hazard, we don't care about the glimpses. The only thing that matters are numbers. Whether he gets a goal or an assist. I mean, at this point, it's beyond glimpses. HH, you're just clutching at straws at the moment. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Leave my straws alone.
Can I talk about this too?
Leave my straws alone. The dude that's waiting in the hangout. Sorry, the dude that's waiting in the green room. If you don't change the avatar, I ain't letting you in, bro. So,
can I speak about it, please?
Barry, let me hit these drops and I'm going to come straight.
All right, cool.
Luuk with 2 U's, savior of Barcelona. I came here to hear apologies and praises, you effing mother. Oh, sorry, he didn't put that. You haters. And you will. Luuk with 2 U's, we're going to have a convo because I don't want to hear anything about Morata. I don't want to hear anything about it's a crisis. Luuk with 2 U's, I got you, bro. K-Dog says, Pulisic, he's like the LeBron James of soccer, right? No. I'll be a no dog. Luuk with 2 U's again says, goals in 2022, Messi equals 0, Benzema equals 0, Luuk with 2 U's equals 1G. Apologize. Luuk with 2 U's, don't worry, I'll make sure they all gave you a written apology in blood. Eden Michael Hazard. I'll give the dub. 2022, I'm coming. I'm more hungry, more fit, more heavier. I have an advantage over my opponents. My teammates need to eat to follow my diet. Treble 2022. So obviously, this isn't Eden Hazard, guys. This is a troll account. And what I see to this troll account is it doesn't matter what you do. He was still the best player at the World Cup while your GOATs were being carried by other guys and still can't get a goal in a World Cup knockout stage. So it is what it is. Keep hating. Barry, talk to me, man. Barry, why? Barry, talk to me.
Yeah. Okay. Real Madrid, they lost, but it's their league to lose, But I believe that it's just a bad day at the office, Places like Getafe, Elche, Cadiz, it's always a tricky place to go and play football. But nothing special. I believe that they have the league in their control. They're gonna win it, and that's it. And Hazard, I mean, nothing special really. He was all right. A few good touches. He was accurate with his passes, but nothing special really. I don't see a Hazard from 2018 or something like that.
Well, Barry, I think you're just being a little bit too pessimistic and too harsh.
I'll speak on it, Church.
Who's this? Who's speaking?
PSG Delta.
Okay, Delta, to talk, man.
All right, man. I'm just rubbing my hands in, drinking my sweet lemon tea. I can't wait for February. Now, Benzema's at the height of his prime, yes, but he's 34 years old, and you're looking at someone like a 20-year-old Holland is on the radar for 75 million euros. I think Benzema should be sold in the summer for the benefit of the club. Look, it's not that big of a deal. Real Madrid sold the 50-goal Xavier or master Cristiano to Juventus for 100 million. So selling Benzema in the summer is not going to be that big of a deal. Paris has done something like that before. But the mistake was they replaced Cristiano to a Burger King merchant, and now I don't think that's going to be the problem with Holland, though. I think Holland has the tactics and the potential to really just play in any system. I really do feel like put him in any system, he's gonna like flourish and he's gonna score. I mean, if you look at the goals he scored in the Bundesliga, they're not like, tap-ins, or he actually like make runs and he knows where the ball is gonna go. So about Benzema, yeah, I just sell him in the summer, man. That guy's 30. He's gonna be turning 35 soon. So get Holland, and about Hazard, I think he should be sold to Newcastle
So if you're
this month.
sell Benzema, even though he's been one of the best players this year.
Dude, they just sold Cristiano after winning the 3rd Champions League. I don't think it's big of a deal. I think you can't miss out on Holland. Look at a player like Holland right now. Which youngster has the ability that Holland has when it comes to finishing? This guy's like only 21 years old, but he has the ability to score like 40 goals if you give him the right team. If you put him in the right system, he has the ability to score 40 to 50 goals, and he's only like 21 years old. So I'd sell Benzema, but it's really up to the board. Obviously, it's up to the Real Madrid management. So, and about Hazard, I think he should be sold to Newcastle this January. That's my opinion.
Well, my dear friend, that's not happening. So,
Come on.
Can I speak on this?
Come on.
Okay, wait, Jamal, before I come to you, man. Mr. Man says, induct that Marcelo Brick. He is awful. No, because he's done too much. He had a 3-peat, so relax, man.
He's retiring, at the end of the season. Marcelo is retiring.
Yeah, and I know, but like, let's just keep him cool, man. So what's it called? Jamal, talk to me, Jamal. Jamal, talk to me, man.
Slow down that now. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
Trinity
Jamal, are you
party.
still celebrating the new year? Not just you guys in the Caribbean. You guys, you move different, man. The Caribbean, you're still celebrating the new year.
No comment.
Okay, all right. Talk to me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Real Madrid, man. You know what? This game was about 7:00 here, so I didn't get to see it. So you know what? I do my normal routine, but I say let me check HH Twitter because he always says something controversial. This guy is a controversial merchant. Then I watch his Twitter. I say Hazard is popping off. Hazard and Benzema are looking good. I say, boy, like Hazard might, score a little 2-piece, a little 3-piece. When I turn on the TV, it was literally 1-0. Your grasp, as someone said, bro, you're grasping at straws, bro.
Yeah, look,
That
said that, man. No, but Jamal, there were hints. Jamal, there were glimpses. Jamal, there were glimpses.
I'm gonna be the first one to say this, and I'm gonna enjoy it. In 2022, is Hazard still irrelevant? 2018 is nearly 3 years now, bro. It's over.
No. But my thing is, Jamal, you can't give up on a guy who was top 3 in the world at a point. If you push me, he was top 2. So a guy who was that good at his peak, and a guy who is he's the 2nd best player in Premier League history. That's something you can't just ignore.
Relax.
So.
Yeah. If it was mentally, but bro, this guy has had injuries. It even had one point a doctor say if he have a next ankle surgery, his career could be over, man. So I think he's injury ravaged, and I don't think he can do anything again. But on Real Madrid, come on, it's just one game. They're just ticking off the Christmas food, man, the Christmas turkey, They're just resting it down. So they will be good and ready for the Champions League and the next game. They still have La Liga. La Liga is done, man. So yeah, they will be good.
Nah, they're getting clapped, man. They're getting clapped.
What's it called?
Wait, H, by the way, just a mad question. What's your favorite Vibes Cartel song? if you listen to him.
I don't listen to him.
Oh, for real.
Because he bleached the skin, right?
Everyone in the chat is saying like vibes castle. Yeah, I don't listen to it, man.
Okay. No
He doesn't
comment.
listen to skin bleachers.
And also, I have a controversial opinion that I believe that Bob Marley is overrated, and Jamaicans don't actually rate Bob Marley that highly. But that's also a separate.
You know what? I feel so too, HH. I'm with you.
What?
Just say it. Carry on. Let's move.
See, people call me crazy because what's it called? My cousin's wife is from Jamaica and so forth, and she said that Bob Marley ain't that big in Jamaica. They don't rate him that highly in Jamaica. So it's really like a world thing that it's become. But in Jamaica, they're really checking for Bob Marley. All I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying.
Prophet isn't honored in his hometown sometimes, man.
No, look, that's all I'm saying. Bob Marley, how good is he really? That's how good is he really? Zeman was staying in Espagni. So Zeman, I think you owe an apology to a certain dude because you insulted this man, you abused this man, and you really did not allow this guy to live. So Zeman, can you please start with your triple space apology to Luuk with 2 U's, please?
Luuk with 2 U's, man. European champion. He showed up where Lukaku couldn't. And this guy
where did Lukaku come into this? I just said apology.
I'm ranking him. This is situation. No, I'm trying to rank him, but I'm trying to show how great he is. His greatness cannot be matched. He showed up in a game. He almost scored the goal of the season, bro. That bicycle kick, if that would have went in, that would have been insane, man. He almost had it. He almost had a hat trick. But Luuk with 2 U's showing up before he leaves. So shout out to him. And you know what? I want to apologize. I said this guy's useless. People call him tree cutter. I was involved in that. And I just want to say, you know what, man? Shout out to you, man. You gave us 3 points, bro. 3 points. We're close to top 4. People say we weren't going to make it to top 4. But I'm not going to say anything about. I'm not going to comment about the top 4 situation. I think HH already commented before. And HH, you got to stop talking about Barca, bro. Because we're bound to lose points. The way you talk about us, the way you say
I'm here to help you. I'm here to help because obviously you need all the help you can get. So I'm just here just to say, you know what? Look with 2 U's, he's doing his things. So how bad could things be, man? So I'm just saying, you know what?
Yeah,
have faith, have hope.
And shout out to Xavi, man. This is like Barcelona C team. We had so much people.
What's going on with the comments? What's going on with the comments?
Well, it's a long story, bro. It's a whole story behind it. It's a whole story behind it. Yeah, so shout out to them, man. Shout out to Luka 2 U's. Shout out to him. Shout out to Xavi for doing the best he can with the C team. And yeah, we move on, man. Top 4. We're racing for top 4. But yeah, he had a great game, but aside from that, this guy's useless. He's a useful brick, as HH would call him. He's a useful brick.
All right, let me just hit some doors, and I want to hear what your boy Juju Man has to say about this man. Lauren Routs, thank you for the dub. I love Uncle Moo, but I will never forgive him for selling Juan Mata. Well, I do see where you're coming from and so forth because I don't think Mata should have been sold and everything. But my thing though is the good he did far outweighs the bad. That guy made Chelsea relevant. And that guy built the foundation and the building blocks that makes Chelsea one of the biggest clubs in the world, man. So you have to look at the good that he did over the bad. Miss B Nation says, induct Lucas Vazquez. No, don't do that. He's a useful brick. He's a very useful brick. Vilton should agree with me. Can't believe I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch that trash-ass football. We need a right back ASAP. So I believe so Carvajal is injured, I believe, which is unfortunate. So wait. How long is Carvajal out for?
I think he should be back for the PSG game. The last, but Carvajal is finished though. We do need a right back over the summer. We do. Like,
and
we're gonna need a left back.
You're not taking Reece James,
huh?
Okay. You're not taking Reece James.
I don't need Reece James. We usually don't buy English players. I don't know why. So unless you want to count Gareth Bale as one and Steve McMahon, but we usually don't go for English talent. But yeah, we definitely need a right back and a left back because Marcelo's retiring. Man, we're gonna need another replacement for Manny, and we're gonna need a right back. Yeah, he's right.
Okay. Your boy Lauren Rouse again says Mata in 2012-2013 had 64 goals and assists. No, he was money. No, Mata for Chelsea was money. And look,
Quality.
it was a bad decision to sell Mata. Bad decision. But you can't just say that Ina hates Uncle Mo because he did that one thing. Because bro, what Uncle Mo did far outweighs the bad things that he
But
did.
because that Spanish generation and that Spanish midfielders was so good, people sleep on David Silva and Juan Mata because of Iniesta and Xavi.
Bro,
Yeah.
Mata for Chelsea was money.
Yeah, he
That
was
season
serious.
For
Yeah.
Chelsea, Mata was
That transfer
down.
didn't even make sense at the time. It didn't make sense because he was your best performer the season
Yep.
afterwards.
No, it was weird. It was weird, but it is what it is, man. Jose Mario dos Santos Mourinho says, "Thank you, my Aiden's Lukaku, waiting for the Roman call." And that call ain't happening, bro. You can keep waiting for it. I'm sorry, Mourinho. I love you. You're my guy. You're my idol. That call ain't happening. YSK Jackson, can you stop flooding the live chat with this trash, please? Okay, my head is not an egg. Stop flooding the live chat with this trash. All right. So what's the Suleiman? You want to talk about Barca briefly, man? Luke with 2 U's. You want to apologize to him? Suleiman. All right. What's it called? Barry. Luke with 2 U's.
Yes.
Do you have renewed hope that maybe Javi can do something with regards to top four? I mean, the title is gone, but top four, do you think that could be starting?
Top four. It's difficult to say because I believe that there's some teams in the top four that are still better than us, But today, with all the injuries that we had, we basically had no wingers and no wing backs. We basically were Barca beat today, But in a tricky place like Mallorca, and thank you Ter Stegen for the big save at the end. That was very, very, very clutch. And look what 2 U's, I'll put my Stephen A ad on. He balled out. He pulled a bicycle kick that almost went in. It was almost the goal of the year, and he scored a beautiful header. So for only today, he did what he had to do, But I don't trust him to become a destroyer of worlds like Cannibal Suarez or anything like that, But the 3 points is the most important because we're still getting that top. We're still trying to get that top four spot.
What's it called? Madrid hates accounts. I think you're now back because you went through. So, talk to me about La Liga. Real Madrid, are they all the way through? Do you believe Barca can still make top four? They're not sniffing the freaking title. Are you there, bro? Okay. Juju man, talk to me, man. Talk to me about Espagne, man. Real Madrid, easy with it and so forth. Too easy, and Barca. Do you think Barca will make top four? Because La Liga is already settled, Juju man. It's already settled, bro.
Oh yeah, true. What's it called? I think it's like I'll give Madrid a pass. Like it was first week after the holiday. I mean, Benzema didn't play well, but look, I think this game just ignore it because it's like it's a holiday. Getafe is usually So I don't have much to say other than like it's a holiday. It's
okay. So Real Madrid are going to win it. No issue at all.
Yeah, they should win it. Yeah, I don't think there's any issue. The one thing though,
are Barca making top four with Javi?
Yes. No. Look, with Barca, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. The one thing that I want to say is I'm still keeping tabs. People told me here Vinicius is like Ballon d'Or candidate. So I'm legit. I'm not letting that slide.
No.
I'm not letting that slide.
No, hold on. Let's be clear here. We said Vinicius is world class and top, and he said he can't win the Ballon d'Or because he's ugly. That's what he said.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not. Yeah, but he's not. He's not like. Look, I say this Madrid team is like, it's look, they'll do. I still expect them to win the La Liga, but as far as Barcelona, I don't think they'll finish. I still don't think they'll finish though, unless they go on a good run. I still think they won't finish. Like no, they'll finish top four because it's a bad image.
Yes or no? Will they finish top four? Yeah, yes or no?
see, the one thing that makes it tricky is Europa League. So that's why I was like, if they go further in Europa League, I think I'll give them benefit of the doubt. They'll finish top 4. I still think they'll have a good team. I still
And
think they have a
Juju man,
Yeah.
you say you can win the Ballon d'Or, but Modric win the Ballon d'Or, and Modric is ugly. So what's your
Oh
point?
yeah. Oh no,
That
true, but with Modric is a special player. Like Vinicius is all right. He's not special.
Come on, guys. Let the girls decide who's ugly or not.
Yeah. Look, come on,
yeah.
Even if he looks like a scarecrow.
Also, guys, we can't be judging people's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, true. Yeah, look. You see,
that's the woman. I mean, Juju man, you can't call a guy ugly like that.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, look, I apologize. Like who the heck does Juju man think he's like? Yeah. I'm not going to call anyone ugly.
All right,
Vinicius is a good player.
HH.
Yeah. Before I come to you, Adnan, Madrid hits the count. Is your mic now working now? Hello?
You hear me? Okay. So I woke up 6 a.m. to watch that crap, and I have a question for you. Is Rodrigo Brazilian? Rodrigo is the worst winger in the history of this club. He provides nothing to the football team. Same with Asensio. Eden Hazard, I mean, he played okay. But to be honest, this club has a huge problem on the wing back, and
bro, that mic is classy. By the way,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. You could
yeah,
continue. Yeah.
That mic is getting inducted.
wingbacks,
Yeah,
and
so harsh,
wingers.
man. Continue.
All right, so the wingbacks and wingers.
Wait, this guy said like wing backs like 4 5 times. I mean,
Are you
this guy
scuba
wants to be
diving?
or something.
Nah, it's just the mic. You know, I'm a bit confused right now.
No. Go.
No, let him finish.
See, I think the problem with the team is there's no creation whatsoever. There's no athletic. And to be honest, I think Sevilla will win La Liga because this team has a huge issue against, small.
Guys,
HH, he says Sevilla gonna win La Liga.
He's nervous.
That's again, my bro, my guy. I love you, but that
Damn,
has to
bro.
rank as the worst microphone.
Yeah.
Now this
It-
Hangout.
it-
I think that's Yasser's mic is bad, but at least I can hear.
Yasser's world class compared to that.
Yeah.
He said
But
win back
it-
about 5 or 6, 6, 6
He also sounds nervous, bro. You forget you're a superstar. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's-
Oh,
yeah.
don't give me, no. His mic was class A.
No, he's trying to survive, bro.
That mic was class A. That mic was fully class A. Okay, so guys, let's now get down to the let's get down to the real man. Let's
You're
get
wilding. You're wilding.
Let's get
You're
down-
wilding, bro.
Let's get down.
Go.
So I want to
HH, can I?
settle on
Okay.
something first. Shush! I want us to settle on something first, man. And it's a very simple thing I want us to settle on, man. And I want to come to Jamal with this. Jamal, before we even go into the nitty-gritty of the game and so forth, can you agree? Can you accept that this is goal of the season?
Yeah, it's up there, man. Because you know what's I'm embarrassed about? I wanted him to shoot. When the ball was dropping, I said, bro, shoot. I swear, because this guy never scores. I swear I covered
Yeah.
about
But
12
it's
goals and about 3
it's the dudes that never score that end up doing something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's true. And he was off balance. He was always going back. I said, bro, shoot. When that thing hit the post and good, I was like, yeah, we ain't winning this, man. These things don't happen all day, man. That was a serious, spectacular goal, man. So yeah, good goal. And it's either 1 or 2 in goal of the season. I'll say that.
I mean, for me, I think that it's gonna be really hard for that goal to be. Who knows? Maybe someone will come up with something better. But just when you look at the technical dynamics of that goal, it's gonna be hard to beat that. But okay, so Jamal, let me look to you. Here's how I view things, man. I believe, and I think it's even good that we even have this. Let me even bring this up now. I feel that it's over. Now, mathematically speaking, Liverpool still have a good chance and so forth. You know, because I'm not going to put money on Chelsea. But my thing though is, I look at this table right now because the reason why I say it's over is Salah, Keita, Mane, they're headed to Cameroon now for the Afcon. So you now have to now contend with 2 games without having your African continue. So it would have made sense to, because this is like a tough game with your crew, to beat them before they went to Cameroon. I mean, with that draw, man, is it over? Or do you still hold out hope that Liverpool can still do something? Because Chelsea are already gone. I've already given up hope. But do you think that Liverpool can still do something?
Nah, it was over after the Tottenham draw. Yeah, that was when we lost the title. Yeah, it's over, bro. I mean, the thing is, City is gonna drop points. They will drop points, but it's just we're gonna drop more, man. And it's 11 now. But I think if we win our game in hand, I think it's 8 or 7. So that's too much points, man. That's too much points. But guys, you know that we're in the new year and every league is over. That's why, bro, the Super League. People was hating on the Super League. Bro, what's more excited? This when we're only 3-4 days into the new year and we know who's gonna win the lead in every thing. Or you rather a Super League, man? But yeah, man, it's
no. But sort of, Gemma, even on that point, see, I think someone put out a tweet and they put it like the points difference in all of the leagues and so forth. And in most of the leagues, it's pretty much already over. You know?
Yeah.
Because my thing is that is the beauty of the Champions League. Champions League,
yes.
You generally don't know who's going to win. You generally don't know who's going to win. Like what Real Madrid did, that is an anomaly. Because since Real Madrid did the 3-peats, no team has ever defended their Champions League crown. So you never handed the same winner 2 years in a row since the Champions League format began in the early 90s. But City are about to do 4 and 5. Bundesliga, I'm sorry, Bayern are about to do 10 in a row. Juve already previously did like 9 in a row already. Real Madrid, I think, bro, it's a focal conclusion because the only guys that can test Real is Barcelona. So,
sorry, I'm going to say something controversial. I think
EPL
say something
controversial.
Say it, bro. Say
it.
Controversial.
I think EPL is the Super League. If you feel like it, I think EPL is the Super League.
Have you touched the table?
No.
It has the money, but teams spend all that money on Werner and Pulisic.
I think you have to drop the.
Honest question. No, this
how the hell did you come up with that?
No. Honest question. Honest question. Like people think this is disrespectful, but do you think Barcelona can beat West Ham?
Thank you.
Do you serious question? Do you think Barcelona can beat West Ham?
Barcelona be favorite?
That's a good question.
We'll see in the Europa League, maybe.
And Atletico. Sevilla and Atletico can beat most teams below Liverpool.
Yeah. No, what I was saying.
No, I don't think so.
Wait, I know what Jujuman is saying because the top 6 in the EPL, they have the money to, but it's the owners why it's not the Super League.
No, bro. My thing though is I see, Jujuman, when I say Super League, I mean Super League. From top to bottom are quality teams. I'm sorry. I mean no offense, but I don't want all lives matter, or rather all white lives matter Burnley in a Super League. Norwich,
shout out Cooney, man.
Castle,
save Maxwell Cornet, man.
Brentford are like Brentford. No, like a Super League is you have top tier quality players from top to pretty much like the NBA.
Yeah,
it's like the NBA. In the NBA, some scrub teams still has like an amazing, like what's it called? Damian Lillard is one of the best basketball players in the world, but he plays for a medium
Portland.
The Super League is like you have quality top tier players from all the kind of teams. But the thing with the Premier League is that the Premier League, of course, has okay. People say the Premier League is the most competitive, but is it?
No.
Is it like
no in the top 5 league though? It is the most competitive.
Mickey Mouse the whole league.
You know what's competitive in the Premier League? It's top 4. That's
Thank
it.
you, top 4.
Top 4.
But not
I agree.
Jamal,
That's a very good point.
Top 4 is a losers competition.
Agree.
Because when you go into a World Cup, it's not a battle for who can be in the last 4 of the semis. Yes, we made the semis. Yes, no, you want to win the trophy. So if you are in a Premier League season, every team is trying to win every game, or as many games as they can to win the trophy because it's still a competition. Top four is not a competition. Now, that can be an objective of okay, one of our mini objectives is to get sixth, to get fifth, to get fourth. But the ultimate objective is to win the league.
Yep.
So my thing is that I don't want to. So when people say, "Oh, top four is a good," no, that's top four is a losers competition. It's about winning the freaking league, you know. So Jamal, I mean, like.
Oh yeah, fair point.
So Jamal, let me just finish with Jamal and I'll come to you and then to Rob. 2-0 up. Looks like you're cruising. I was wondering whether I would have to do a very scary post-match stream. How did you give up that 2-0 lead? Who was to blame for you giving up that 2-0 lead?
Yeah. You know what I'll say, H. Even though we was 2-0 up, I never thought we had control of the game. And I was watching your live stream as well. I saw when Kovacic scored that goal. But yeah, I was watching it. You was looking depressed, man, and I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it, man. But I don't know, man. I think if Kovacic don't score that 1-0, I think we win that game. But bro, after he scored that goal, I have to blame Konate. People are blaming VVD, but I think Konate and Trent is thing for the second because Trent was out of position, and bro, he just look the ball over Konate. I mean, that's not good defending, man. But yeah, so I'll blame Konate for the second goal.
HH and muted.
Oh yeah, you're muted.
Oh, so sorry. Jujuman, how did you see the Chelsea Liverpool? Sorry, actually no. Sorry, Jujuman, let me come to Adnan because he's important. So Adnan, as a pool fan, Adnan, man, how did you assess the game? Because you were in control. Salah scored an amazing goal and so forth. Even your boy Mane scored. Who do you think was supposed to be blamed for you losing up that 2-0 lead?
I agree with Jamal that I never thought we were in control of the game. Like even before Mane scored and after Salah scored, we were giving away too many chances. And our midfield just seemed weak today. Like even as great as Fabinho is, he was sloppy today. Henderson wasn't tracking back. Trent, they always target Trent side on defense. And then for the goal, Konate, he gets dragged out of position a lot. Like he has athleticism and recovery pace, but he doesn't have the savvy of a Joel Matip just yet. And I actually think Matip has been our best defender this season so far, not Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And Van Dijk was kind of jogging back slowly on that Pulisic goal. So, yeah, Kovacic just hit us with a worldie. It happens, but Kelleher, he couldn't do anything about it. He had a solid game, but we just ran out of gas. We keep playing this high line, and once we get to the second half, we stop pressing. So it's like...
And just very quickly, I don't know if you agree, because you're a Liverpool fan as well. Didn't you think it's frustrating that Mane, this is the closest Mane to deal, and now he's going on? Isn't that frustrating, though? Because he looked good today. I was like, yeah.
Even years when he's been good, he goes on some droughts sometimes, but turn of the year, that's when he starts to turn it up. But now he's going to be gone for a few weeks. But either way, we need another either creative player or a striker and make Jota and Mane play left wing, split minutes, and get like a deadly striker. But I don't know if FSG are going to do that.
I'm just looking at what the streets are saying, and the streets are saying that the VVD aura ain't there anymore, and he's not really as imperious as he once was. Agree, disagree? Do you think VVD maybe is looking a little bit suspect?
I mean, it'd be unfair to expect him to be 100% after that injury last year. He's been good, but he's not at the levels he was when he was fighting for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
so
and I'll add to that.
To improve.
Yeah, he has been solid, but is not the Virgil. He's not the big dog yet. I haven't seen a performance this season where I'll say, you know what, that's 1890 Virgil. So I don't know, man, because ACLs are tricky. I don't know if he will ever return back to that form, but so far I haven't seen that VVD yet. But I'm still hopeful he can.
Yeah, can I talk? Oh, sorry.
No. Okay. Core and then to Jujuman. Core, talk to me.
All right. Me personally, I think that Liverpool, they're suffering from their owners because their owners should have at least pumped a little bit more money into the club, especially this season. Their bench isn't as good, I believe. I really believe that. I think their starting 11 is good, but you need depth if you want to compete in the Premier League, and you need depth if you want to at least win the Champions League. So I think that's going to be one negative setback for Liverpool in the coming years because their owners are so reluctant to, you know, enter races for players that they're supposed to be signing. They could struggle. Um, with Chelsea, one thing I'll say is I think Chelsea. I think that Tuchel, and I'm going to be honest here. I think Tuchel did really well handling those 2 goals. He made a few changes that I thought changed the game a little bit, and also I thought the best player in the game for me had to be Kovacic. Kovacic was absolutely amazing in this game. So that's what I would say. Short and simple, HH. That's all I got for you.
Wow, man. Everybody's you've gone from lore to war. You know, the streets are surprised that you're actually speaking sense for once, but wow, amazing, man. Pat yourself in the back. Before I come to Juju man. Casey says, if Barca C finishes above Atleti, Simeone needs a wing. 100,000%. Because I'm keeping my eye very close to that La Liga table. And yes, if that Barca team full of fruit sellers and Luuk with Suyus finishes above an Atletico team that have an amazing squad, bro, we're looking at Simeone very funny indeed. Luuk with 2 U's says, I don't accept the apology. May Barca rot in Europa. That's harsh, man. That's harsh, bro. Lalem Rout, man. Thank you for the dub. We could have built a serious team with Hazard, Mata, Oscar, and KDB and Salah, and we could have had 1 more trophy. True. Look, Larem, Chelsea are just a very weird organization, bro.
What is your problem with Oscar? Why do you hate him so much?
Because he moved to China at the height of his abilities to go and earn money, and
You know
I
he's
lost all
27 right
respect
now.
for him.
The guy's 27.
Wait, you wouldn't do
right
the same HH though? Like, wouldn't you do the same?
Yeah,
if
no.
you were in his
So
position?
for me, no. I have zero respect for him as a professional. So, but with regards to this though, Zan, yeah, Chelsea. Look at what KDB is now. Look at what Salah is now. Chelsea could have had KDB. They could have had Salah with Hazard, with Mata. Chelsea should have had a superstar team and should have had at least 3 or 4 more CLs by now. But stupid idiots run the show. From Jose Maria dos Santos Mourinho says, Mata was sold to make Oscar the man. He preferred cash. And that was bad because if I'm going to choose between Mata and Oscar, I'm choosing Oscar 12 times out of 10. LSK Laxton, who supports United, even not won a major trophy in 6 years. Can we all agree that Double H's forehead is currently brighter than Zad's 2022?
That's
also,
harsh.
can I get a Ayo, yo, Wilden bro, hashtag DB season, hashtag the 3 amigos. But you know, the funny thing, guys, is that LSK Laxton supports Man United. And I keep asking him, when last did your club win a major trophy? And he refuses to answer me. So I keep asking, I'll ask again. Please tell me, when last did your Bombers club win a major trophy? Thank you.
HH, what are your opinions?
And your boy
on
Casey, your boy Casey says, thank you for the dub. Leicester Spurs couldn't get out of Europa group, out of the Europa group. La Liga's top 4 have declined due to COVID. Still the best overall, which is the reason for Europa dominance. Look, until the Premier League have a decade, like Spain did last decade, La Liga is still the best league in the world. Because the way I view it is, how well did your teams in your league do in the Champions League and Europa League? I don't give a damn about top 4, about how competitive it is. That's all bullcrap. How well? So for me, I'm all about winning and trophies. I don't care about top 4 and relegation battle. No, F that. That's bum ass. How well did your league do in the Europa League and in the Champions League? Spain dominated the last decade. So
why do you care about the Europa League? What does the Europa League have to do with it?
What do you say?
What does the Europa League have to do with anything? It's all about who wins the Champions League and who goes far in the Champions League, no?
No. Both. Because
what does Europa League show?
No, because we are building a whole picture, because not every team is good enough to go into the Champions League. So what you do is, how well do your top tier teams do? How well do your tier 2 teams do? And the fact that Spain's teams have performed better than every other team in the Champions League and in the Europa League means that their entire picture is far better than other guys.
Yeah,
H,
sorry,
can I ask you a quick
I'm a
question?
Real Madrid fan, so I don't know what this Europa League thing is personally. But hey, if you think so,
I'm an
up to
alleged
you.
Madrid fan.
H,
It
can I
should
ask
be
you a quick
easier
question,
too
bro?
for Premier League team too, if you think about it. Because let's be real, right? In Europe, you just have if you kick Madrid and Barca out, that's it. But in the Prem, you have City, you have United, you have Liverpool, you have Chelsea. So it's four. You could say it's potentially 4 team against 2 teams, if you want to see it like that in a way in Europe. But it's just at the end of the day, right now though, you have to say the Prem's the best league in the world because La Liga's in a transition period right now. We transition.
La Liga is a mess.
Oh no, but
Yeah, it's honestly disgusting. It's just like watching a La Liga game and watching a Premier League game right now. It's night and day.
We're not even that good. We're not actually that great. You saw us today, and yet we're like what 8 points on top of the league or something.
But my thing though, look, Wilson, I need a larger sample size for me. 2030. Let's see how all these teams do in the competitions. That's how for me. I like let's do it over a 10-year period. So 2030. Let's see how.
Can I ask you a question, bro? I just want to say, bro. Yeah, I just want to say, now knowing that how the league is over, bro. Let's be real. Because I wanted that EPL this year, man. What about you and Chelsea? Did you want that EPL? I really wanted that. Yeah, it will be sweet, man, just to have Pep in second.
Which is why it is such a disappointing season on so many levels. Because we're going to get to Lukaku afterwards. Because my thing is, based on what these guys did in the Champions League, I was like, my gosh, maybe these guys are good.
Yeah,
like maybe this young team are really talented, and all they did was Tuchel rather than that dictator brainless clown known as Lampard. so the way in which they've so given up the league and so forth, it's like because if Chelsea they win that Champions League, they win this league. That's really sets the stage of aha. Because my thing is, if Chelsea won the league, the Premier League looks a lot more attractive and a lot better. But if you're not going to say that City are going to win 4 out of 5, Pep's dominated. Like it's not a competition.
We were sold a 4-team race before the season.
Yeah, we were
Cristiano's back, man.
That's actually who I blame. I blame United for this because if those bums United just had a proper manager, I think that squad might have still been able to maybe compete with City because they actually have a decent squad, unlike City and Chelsea who have Liverpool and Chelsea who have Liverpool have a solid first 11 and Chelsea don't know what they're doing right now. But let's be
honest, bro. Manchester United squad is not as good as Man City squad. And I feel like Man City just have consistency and they have a squad. These guys don't really have a squad. Like
we saw last season. I know there was no fans or anything, but even with that squad, they were the only team that even had a chance to compete with City.
It's just the Prem's still gonna be attractive.
Liverpool fumbled the bag in 18-19. That when we lost by 1 point. If we win that, then it's 2 titles to 2 right now, right?
Oh no, yeah.
It wouldn't look as bad because we have
Adnan. That's why we can insult Pep all we want in terms of how he has fumbled the bag in the Champions League. What he's done in the Premier League, it's been real.
It's not even what he's done in the Premier League.
Because
he's a genius.
Because you see, Adnan, that same season, what's it called? Pep said that his most satisfying league win was that season, where he got 99 points because of how far Liverpool pushed it.
He says that every season.
Because do you know what was funny? People say, man, Liverpool 97 points. What says he got 98 points? And the previous season got 100 points. So what City did over those 2 seasons was insane. Fergie never did that. Fergie never sniffed 95 plus points.
And guys, you know what's the best thing about the Champions League? 3 out of the 5 times City get knocked out, it was 3 English clubs that knocked City out. It's so weird how they're so dominant in England, but they can't beat us in the Champions League.
The year they got 100 points.
See, Jamal, it's not weird though. It's like I think that this same Chelsea team can do well in the Champions League because a league and Champions League, it is a different approach. Pep is great for a league format. When it comes into the Champions League, you have to zero in on a tactical setup over these 2 games. So a league is rinse, repeats. A Champions League is like, it's a big game. Basically your approach to a Champions League quarterfinal is different from like a league game.
Yeah,
it's different from a league game. It's a totally different approach.
Anti-Ancelotti, pretty much.
Wait, so hold up. So before I come to Juju Man, let me just get this, man. So YSK Jackson says, congrats on the album release, bro. #folklore. I listened to some of it and I was scared. I was listening to it and I was.
Are you gonna review it in your channel?
No, I will not be
give it
happy.
a rating,
But
bro.
thanks for
Give
asking,
it a
Ziman.
rating.
Thank you for asking. Thank you for
I have
asking.
hopes.
Now, this is worrying. I am the real Juju man. I've been kidnapped. Help. So, Juju man, are you the real Juju man?
Yes, I am, Double H. You know,
How can you prove you're the real Juju man?
Ask me a question that only Juju man can know.
Okay.
What is the reason that you're not a Barca fan anymore?
What was the first team Juju man supported when he appeared on the Hangout?
This is fun.
I had the Boateng AC Milan AVI like in 2000 and was it 2013? I was That's correct.
So I said that. So the first team you supported was AC Milan.
Oh no, I just like the AVI. Like he wasn't AC.
I remember that AVI. I remember.
Yeah. I remember I used to be on the Hangout. I didn't talk for the entire year.
Well, you used to show up to the Hangout and not talk?
I was shy. I was terrified.
I remember that video. That's like 2014. That's 7 years ago, man. Jesus, man.
So you were there for the World Cup.
England, man. England Premier League. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Juju, man. Chelsea, Liverpool, man. Talk to me.
Oh yeah, true. Like the game. All right, here's the game. Like the one thing I was impressed. Like I mean, Chelsea did well. They did well, and because what's it called? They did well without Lukaku. And the one thing with this game is, I think Salah is top 3 best players in the world. That's the first point. He's a special player because he's just good. Man is good, but he's wasteful. So it's like it's all right. He's good, but he's all right. But Salah was good. And then the other thing about Liverpool, I don't know what happened to Trent. I don't think he was good. And then I think we might have to put like some of these like Trent, Canute, like Open Meccano. We have to put like, I don't want to say like a Black Lives Matter attacks, but it's like the players.
He can't say that. Trent is
Dude, you're wild, man.
Yeah, sure. I won't say that, but it's like, look.
You take one look at the goalkeeper, it's all good.
They're suspect because it's like Trent is supposed to be getting like be among the best players, but it's
but he's never a defender. He's not the best.
He was no good.
He had an off night.
No good. And then Canute was all right, and then Canute was all right, and then Trevor, the name, the name, and then Trevor. And then Trevor, like for Chelsea, oh boy, I won't say anything because he's young. Trevor. I can't pronounce his last name, so I will just go with Trevor. So his last. Look,
Chalobah.
Yeah, so Chalobah, he's defending. Look, I won't give him a lot of stick because he's young and he's learning.
He has been good this season. He has been good.
Yeah. No, but he's all right. But he gave easy goal to Mane, but Mane was good. So overall, and then the other thing, I was impressed with Kante. N'Golo Kante is like. I think this guy is like, he's so good. He was so good today. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, N'Golo Kante, look, he was good. He was good, and then Kovacic was good. Double H, you see,
they're calling you the worst African ever.
Oh yeah, true.
You gotta do a country reveal.
Oh true. No,
I'm gonna guess Madagascar.
No, Jim, let's know which country are you from. We have to know which country are you actually from.
I'm from somewhere. Let's say somewhere in East Africa. Yeah.
Is it Kenya?
No.
Eritrea?
No, it's I won't say it. I just know it's like somewhere from.
What does it start with? What does it start with?
Shut up. Keep going.
I moved when I was like middle school, so when I was really young. So it's like that's why I might have a weird accent, but what's it called?
We all do, bro.
Yeah, but what's it called? Yeah, with the game, so what's it? Fabinho was all right. I don't think I wasn't impressed. Like I wasn't impressed because Fabinho was all right. And then the other part too was so with this game overall. I think draw was. It was a fair result. It was a fair result. I thought, like Chelsea, like the WHC Kovacic's goal was the best goal of the season. Yeah, I disagree. I think you gassed that goal. It was all right. I mean, it was good, but it was all right.
Juju man.
That was
All
a
right.
goal, man.
All
all
right.
right.
Juju man.
Backpedaling.
He's
Juju
not
man,
scoring a goal like that
look
again.
back at that goal again.
Yeah.
That is not an all right goal. That is an outstanding goal. Juju man, don't.
Salah
don't
goal
do
was all right.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do
All right. Okay. So yeah, that's my analysis of the game. It's like it was a good game. And the one statement, just to clarify, I just was asking about EPL being a super league. I actually don't believe that because it's all right. I still rate Champions League as the best because the quality in Champions League is better than EPL.
So Juju man, you don't rate Norwich City or Crystal Palace?
No. Like the quality is not there. Like they're good at marketing, but it's like the quality is just not there.
Hey, Crystal Palace has some ballers.
All right. So what was the goal? Let me come to your boy, Rob. So Rob, man, you look at this Chelsea Liverpool game, man. Your assessment.
Well, I think that it was a very balanced game today, with some standout performers like Kovacic, for example. But I think for both teams, it lost points. I think that City have, well, they on paper they have. It looks like they've won the league as of now, and I think that both teams also lack squad depth, like Chelsea and Liverpool. They need more. Yes, because they have no wingbacks at the moment, almost. Because Reece James and
Chilwell
are both injured.
And Alonso is the Antichrist. So
Alonso is not very good, yes.
And Lukaku's
so they both need more players in January, for example, if they really want to challenge for the league.
Can I talk about the game?
Zeman, feel free, man. Zeman, feel free, man. Feel free.
Okay, so I thought Chelsea totally dominated the middle of the park for the larger majority of the games. I felt like that's where Liverpool really lost the games, in the middle of the park, because as soon as they were able to bypass that, it's just like they kept targeting Trent. And you also look at the fact that Kyle Havertz was absolutely a mess. This guy couldn't control the ball. He had moments, and he just wasn't able to execute it. Pulisic was
did come back from COVID, though.
He's so stiff. He's so stiff.
Yeah.
Guys come back from COVID, man.
He
Give him
still
a break.
scored the Champions League winning goal, though. So you know.
No, I'm starting to question that guy, if I'm being honest, bro. So and then you also had, I think N'Golo Kante was by far the best player on the field. This guy was so productive in terms of creating chances and stopping majority of Liverpool's transitions. I thought he did a fantastic job.
No, Zeman, no. But Jorginho is the UEFA Men's Player of the Year. Kante. Wait, who is this Kante that you speak of? Jorginho is the third best player in the world.
Bro, when Jorginho came and then I see this guy miss a side pass, that's how I knew it was going to be a long day for him.
Zeman, he missed a side pass.
Let's be honest, bro. Like, I have my Jorginho agendas. I wanted him to win it just for the street, just for the culture. But the guy is trash, man. The guy is absolute trash.
J5.
This guy can't do anything. Like, and here's the thing, people, you're garbage when fans have to say you have to understand football in order to understand him, bro. He's not that great of a footballer. He's really not, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see. He's not press resistant. He's definitely not that. He's not. He doesn't control from deep line. He's not necessarily the greatest when it comes to just being physical and just being a destroyer. So what does he offer you in the middle of the park when you're playing with a double pivot?
He's an industry plant.
Wait, see, we've all watched football before. If people are bringing in an Excel spreadsheet to try to defend Jorginho, then you know that this guy's a fugazi.
Yeah.
That's when you know that this guy's a freaking fugazi. Because my thing is, as you said, because this is what we said on our stream before, like Kante, his expertise is amazing read of the game, amazing at intercepting, and superb decision making. Kovacic, amazingly press resistant, can bring the ball up forward, and is technically extremely good with his right foot and left foot. What exceptional skills does Jorginho have? Because if it is keeping hold of the ball, you can't do that under pressure.
Yeah, no, that's my point, bro. This guy is a bum. I'm like you guys actually need midfielders. Like this is you guys have no creativity whatsoever if you're relying on Conte to do everything for you. And the fact that's the problem. You guys dominated against Liverpool because I don't think Liverpool were their midfield. It just kept falling apart. But when you guys are
Missing
facing
Thiago.
you guys are missing Thiago. In fact, with Thiago and with Thiago on your side, you guys have had actually a lot of success in controlling the game, as well as actually you guys have won more games when he's a starter, right? I think you guys have like 100% record or something like that.
Yeah, we haven't lost a team in the team.
Yeah,
this season.
So you can see his value in terms of what he brings to
He's
this
always
team.
injured, man. That's the thing with him. He's always injured.
Yeah, and how much you guys need him. But bro, your front line is horrendous. Your front line is horrendous. Like Pulisic, this guy is horrendous. He's such a horrendous player.
Hey, easy on him, man.
No,
Easy,
no,
easy.
bro. No,
That's
bro.
our guy. Easy.
No, this guy.
That's our guy.
bro, this is
Captain America.
Bro,
He's gonna lead us to
as much
Qatar,
as
man. He's gonna lead us to Qatar.
as much he's American. I'm supposed to back the dude. I back him, but let's be honest, bro. This guy has like Adama Traore levels of decision making.
Damn.
And
Traore.
Wait, has Traore gotten a goal yet this season though? Like, I mean, I'm sure Pulisic has a goal, but like, has Adama Traore scored in the Premier League this season?
No,
No goals, no assists.
Exactly.
none
So
of
don't
that.
compare him to Adama Traore, bro. That's disrespectful.
Bro, his decision making is horrendous. Every single time I've seen him play football, bro, his decision making is horrendous. And I just feel like Chelsea.
You know what, man? If you actually like seen him under Lampard, you would know how good Pulisic is. You'd know how good Christian when he's on fire. Like I've seen him play under Lampard.
Under Lampard.
Yeah.
He put up Iwobi numbers in the Bundesliga.
No. But the issue is that Pulisic has only been on fire for one short period in his entire career, and that was after the lockdown. Since then, he's never hit that kind of form.
Can I ask you a question, Atasha, though? Has like Kai Havertz have a period like that before in a Chelsea shirt?
Oh, no,
Why are there so much hate for Havertz? You guys really hate Havertz.
No. See, for me, no. Look, Jamal, I'll be real with you. See, the only thing that is, if Havertz didn't score that Champions League winning goal, bro, there'd be a heavy hit on him. Like, what is saving him right now is that Champions League winning goal tax, but that tax is running out. That tax is running out, and he's winning because, bro, you're not really offering anything. For
he was bad today.
When you guys were
because we'll get to because he's not a striker. What should really happen is let's see Havertz play behind Lukaku, but Lukaku, we'll talk about it.
And HH, bro, you gotta have a honest discussion about Mason Mount, man.
I told HH you can't be the main man for Chelsea. I told him that.
You gotta have an honest discussion about Mason Mount, bro.
Wait, hold on. Let me speak about Chelsea, man. I mean,
wait.
No.
Let's
and then you guys try to. I don't know why he did this in the middle. He tried to transform your team into more of an attacking team, considering that he had 4 in the back. Considering he transformed it from 4 instead of 3, and it felt like you guys played more defensive minded. You would think that it would open you guys up, but you guys just started playing more defensive minded. You guys, and it almost seemed like you guys were happy to get a draw, which is like that just shows you it's game over. If you have that type of mentality, you're not going to catch up to Man City as of right now, and your squad has so much to do in terms of rebuild because it's creativity, it's your defenders. Can your defenders really do in a back 4? If you guys want to play in a back 4, it's your midfielders and it's your attacking option. If it appears Lukaku's not, he's not going to be a part of your squad. So it just feels like there's so much to do if you really look at the squad, and it just there's so much rebuild to do in the squad.
Zima, do you know what it looks like? Havertz will ride on this Champions League goal for the rest of his career.
He's gonna do a Mario Götze.
Yeah, like Wilshere too. Like Wilshere made a career out of that Barcelona performance.
But Wilshere had an excuse, bro. He had injuries.
Wait. Let me. So your boy Casey says, sick with one leg is better than 4 goals. Shove it. Jesus.
Damn.
And Sims combined. Do you think Sims will ever start for London Blues, or is he off to Antwerp? Well, it depends what happens on Monday, but we'll obviously get to that afterwards. It depends what happens on Monday in the meeting. But my thing though
get
is,
back onto your own account.
wait. See, I think what politics though is, you have to understand that he doesn't have a brain. The guy doesn't possess a brain. See, Cho actually has a brain. So Cho actually thinks about what he's doing, actually has a logic. Pulisic will see 3 defenders and run straight at those 3 defenders, lose the ball and say, wait, how the hell did I lose the ball when I ran straight to the 3 defenders? That's how stupid he is. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but he plays like if he's dense. He plays like if he's dense. I'm sorry. But he has ability. The ability is there. He is easily the most talented American player of all time.
So you're telling me
about
he's
Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey. No,
No, but Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey has actually done something for the U.S. This guy hasn't.
No. But I said talented. No.
Oh, okay.
In terms of Dempsey and Donovan have done way more than thinking, but just in terms of talent, he's the most talented player. But now,
so you're telling me that how Pulisic is the white Marcus Rashford.
Weston McKinney might have something to say about that.
Is that what you're saying? Because it looked like you was describing Rashford when you say he has ability.
They are still because Rashford also plays like if he has no brain. But what I would say is that, bro, the way Rashford, man, it's tough, man, as to who is dumber between both of them. It's tough. So basically, if they were doing dumb and dumber, I wouldn't be sure who to cast as dumber. Pretty much. It's tough. It's tough between them. But I mean, they're both stupid. From Casey says, puts Kante next to Busquets, and at 34, he's insane.
The guy's
but
insane.
Kante still watches Busquets though.
No,
what?
Not really. I mean, he showed up in the Euros while your boy got knocked out.
Sebastian, Statsman, how was Sebastian? No one has more goal stats than Cristiano. #factors. How many goals does he have in World Cup knockouts? And how many goals does he have in major finals for his country?
He has one against
PSG Delta, talk to me. When is it? Delta, what up?
Yo, what's up, man? Can you hear
about
me?
the game?
Yeah. You wanted to speak.
Yeah. It was honestly like one of the best Premier League games I've seen this season. 2-2. This game proves that they don't need Tims. That fat clown needs to be sold. I hope Inter wins the Serie A this season, so Mark Henry knows he ain't special like that. Egomaniac clown, man. I mean, I hate these players who are more concerned with themselves than the team. He still hasn't apologized about the interview. Look,
wait. We'll get to that separately. Focus on the game. We're going to get to Lukaku separate. Just focus on the game.
Yeah, I mean, the game, what it proves is Christian Pulisic is one of the best players in the Premier League. I've been saying that for like about 1 or 2 years now. And that goal he scored, that is not an easy goal at all. If you play football, you play that damn sport, you'll know that goal is coming from something special. You got to have that in your locker.
So can you explain how he missed the 1v1?
Look, it happens, man. I mean, you look at Pinaldo, he misses like so many chances inside the box. It happens to anyone. So for him to miss that chance, he still has his heads up. That's why you got to give props. He didn't keep his head down, and he said, I can't believe I missed that. 45 minutes at the crucial time, he scored it. And who's this clown saying, kick him? Get out of here, man. Who you trying to... These haters, man. I'm telling you, Christian Pulisic will prove to you why. Dude, Christian is like the captain of America. He's going to go to the Middle East and literally like prove why America deserves to be in the World Cup. Why America is a team that no matter who you are.
Did you guys qualify this time?
Yeah, we're actually going to qualify. I think we're first or second behind Mexico, but we beat Mexico last month. But yeah, I'm going overboard now with the game. Look, it's 2-2. I've said it's one of the best Premier League games I've seen. But I'm just so pissed about this like clown Lukaku, man. I still haven't gotten over it. Like Tuchel is like 10 times more valuable than him, but he hasn't like Lukaku. Like I think.
Wait. We'll get to Lukaku afterwards, bro. You're not done with the game. Anyone else have?
Can I? Oh, Suleiman.
Barry, you can go. No, Barry, you can go.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, I was actually very, very close from my original prediction. I said 3-3, And then when I saw the score at halftime, it was 2-2. I was like, oh yes, I got this. But nobody scored. But it is what it is. About the game, I actually enjoyed it a lot. Last season there wasn't a big game that was actually fun to watch on prime time, but this one was actually very fun. Kovacic, for me, was man of the match. His goal was beautiful, and what he had shown on the pitch was very amazing. He was accurate with his passing, his touches, and his dribbling was impeccable. And he's only 27 years old, so hopefully he's still healthy, in good health, and we'll see more on the pitch. Kante was also very good, and Liverpool. Now that Mane and Salah is going to Afcon, we're gonna see what they're gonna do, where they're not gonna be there. But overall, I enjoyed the game a lot, and that's it. Solomon, you can go now, bro.
All right, Solomon, let me just hit this, man. From Statsman Half of Sebastian, CR7 has more trophies than Zad has G's. Real Madrid has factors, but CR7 has never performed well at a World Cup tournament, even though Zad bowled and was the best player in the World Cup.
No, he wasn't.
What does
Madrid
he have
was.
to show for it?
Solomon, talk to me. Solomon, talk to me.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Listen, I think it was a very quality game. I think there was a lot of attacking football. I think that there was some defensive mistakes. I think both midfields were too open, especially Liverpool's. I think after that second goal from Salah, I low-key thought Liverpool were gonna smoke my team, Chelsea. I was afraid about I was afraid of a lubrication at the bridge, bro.
Solomon.
No, but
Are
listen.
you a Chelsea fan now?
He's not. He isn't.
Anyways, listen. I respect Juju, man. I think he's a GOAT, but that goal from Kovacic wasn't just a normal goal. That was. I don't know how to describe that goal. That was incredible. That was an incredible goal. But 2-2. It was. I think it was a deserved result for both of them. I think Man City is this is Man City's league now. No question about it. 4 out of 5. I mean, he has touched this Premier League, Pep Guardiola. I understand that we've made fun of him for getting knocked out in the Champions League, and rightly so. I mean, Tuchel kind of destroyed him, but at the end of the day, this Premier League, it's his. No matter what, unless they bottle it, seasons from when does his contract end? Is he 2 more years? Or
I think he have 2 more years.
Yeah, so I think those 2 more years, he's gonna get 2 more Premier League trophies. So yeah, congrats, man.
But guys, let's just have fun. What happens if he bottle it this year? What happens if City don't win the league from there?
Nah, 0.
That is that's bad as how you guys bottled it in 2019. That's as bad.
No, Jamal, I'll be real with you. Because remember, again, I'm not big on stats, but they say that every time Pep has been on top at Christmas, he's never.
Yeah, it's all right.
No, sure. They said every time he's been on top, he's never bottled a lead whenever he's been at the top. But if I need the full story. If he bottles the lead and he doesn't win the Champions League, that's a huge L. That's a massive L. That's a huge L. But if let's say he bottles the league and he wins the Champions League, it's
it's real. We can't talk.
But my thing is that
JCL.
But as I said again, because you said the point, they will drop points. Other guys will drop points as well. Because I just don't see Liverpool or Chelsea having that consistency to now sort of not take advantage of when City do drop points. That's the issue. But what I want to see interesting is how many points do they finish with? Because I think they did 81 last year, I think, but that was COVID.
Yeah, 81.
So if these guys now do a 90 plus or something,
that's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Can I talk on Chelsea?
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it also soon. Go for it.
So I have a soft spot for Chelsea a little bit because of Uncle Moo. So I've been watching Chelsea a lot this season, especially since they won the Champions League. It's really I actually don't a lot know what's going on. It just looks like the team is very, very average. I don't know what happened last season, how you guys won the Champions League, but the team, at least the defenders and the attackers, they look completely average. I'm talking these guys are just regular, from the road, Brentford would not even play these guys, kind of thing. Your midfield's fantastic. Your midfield is great. Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, that actually works. Those 3, it works because you have the athleticism and the ability to the ability to control and bring up the ball that Kante has, and that close control. You have you have the sponge that is Kovacic. I mean, that there was a point where I think in the 80-something minute he made 3 first touches that I have never seen. That I never thought, what the hell is this guy doing? How is he doing this? And then you have Jorginho, who I know that you guys like. We make fun of him and everything, but he's actually quite decent. Like
he's a tidy player.
He suffers from the same
quite
thing that
decent. Quite no. Osasuna, I need him more than quite decent.
No, but here's the thing: you will never get anything more than quite decent from that position because he suffers from the same thing that Busquets does, where he plays DM in a team that loves having the ball, and it's not like with the most starring defensive midfielders, like the greatest ones, are like Casemiro, Makalele. These players, they've always played for teams that are very comfortable not having the ball. So that's why they look very flashy because and with their tackles, because those are like the guys that really get
but my thing,
the center backs.
I'm telling you right now, even if you had a possession-based team, Busquets looks like light years better than Jorginho.
Yeah, Busquets.
No, and I'm not saying that Jorginho is
if you look
special,
at some of the stuff if you look at the ways that Busquets gets out of trouble,
yeah,
well, that
I
guy is
know.
extremely skillful.
I know,
Jorginho
but
does not have that kind of skill.
No, obviously not. I think Jorginho, honestly, he's also out of form. Like he's playing way worse than he did before that UEFA Men's Player Award. He was actually playing very well before that. I think that just got into his head, right? But he still knows how to. Like there was in the last couple of minutes a nice pass he made forward to Kante that Kante just miscontrolled a little bit. But really, the midfield is dominating, and then you just have the attack and defense, which are just completely average. So what you get here is an unbalance of Tuchel loves playing defensive first because that's why he plays far at the back. He loves playing that sort of defensive possession football where you always build out from the back and you always love to control the ball and make sure you never lose the ball. And when that happens, you basically need an attacker who's explosive and who can immediately make something happen out of nothing. Because what the tactics always is you want to be a defensive when you have great attackers, and you want to be attacking when you have great defenders, right? Because your great defenders can make up for you being attacking, or your great attackers can make up for you being defending. Chelsea don't have either. So Tuchel, who chooses one, which is defense, because he chose that last season, and now that his attacker and now that his defense is starting to lead goals, because last season they weren't scoring many goals either, but they never ever conceded. That was the thing. Like if you look against their game against Liverpool last season. By the way, this game was way better than any of those last season games. Last season, it was a Kepa show in the first one, and the second one, like Liverpool had one shot on target. They were so bad. So, I think that Chelsea's attack has always been average. It was just masked by the fact that the defense was so solid and they never conceded. Now that they're conceding, you suddenly see Chelsea don't have that explosive attacker. Because I'm serious now. If Timo Werner was playing anything like he was at his Leipzig during his Leipzig days, Chelsea would be scary. Because they have that pace. Because imagine Chelsea with a top form Timo Werner, who's quick, who is a lethal finisher. That is the one piece that's missing. That's why when they went for Lukaku, I had no idea why they went for Lukaku. By the way, yeah, and that leads to our next topic, right? Eventually, Lukaku. Can we? Does anyone else want to talk about Chelsea, or can we?
I just want to say.
Let me hit this, and then we'll get to the Lukaku thing. Okay. So Abdallah Almami, thank you for the job. HH, Pep won it. Was it 86? Was it? I thought it was 81.
I think it was 81.
No, 81 was Leicester. 86 was.
86.
Oh,
86. Snap.
Oh, that's still good.
Damn. Yeah. So what's it? So 100, 98, and 86.
Yep.
Those are high numbers.
No, 81 was what he got the season before when Liverpool won the title. That's what it was.
That's right.
So when Liverpool got 99.
Yeah.
Good old days, man. The good old days.
Yeah, the good old
days. Christ, 18 fucking points difference. Oh my god.
So guys, let's get in on this, man. Let's get in on this, man.
We all waited for this, man.
Y'all tripping.
Look, man. Guys, look. Shout out to your guy, man. Shout out to your guy, man.
The talk
guys,
is
I have never. You know what? I'm gonna come first to Juju Man with this, man, because Juju Man seems to be enjoying this. So
I am Double H. I am.
So
we are
Juju Man.
For real.
This is, as I said again, I have never experienced something like this before. Because my thing, because let me tell you how I thought this was going to go. I thought before the game, Tuchel meets Lukaku, and Lukaku is like, "I'm sorry, it was a mistake, misunderstanding. I actually regretted it after I did it, and then I see the error in my ways." And then there'd be a massive press conference, huge press conference, and in the press conference you'll see both guys say, "Hey, he's sorry, he's resentful, and he apologizes for what he did. He's fully apologizing for what he did and so forth." And he's like, you know what? If you can't forgive a guy, then what does that make you? For forgive him, for live and let live. For forgive him. But the fact that we're hearing that apparently he wasn't even sorry, because my thing is the text. If that text is true, a text he sends to Tim Howard where it says that, "Bro, stuff is really hot right now. I have another meeting on Monday, then afterwards I can talk."
And he's good friends with Tim Howard because of his Everton days. So Tim Howard.
Because they're two friends from Everton. So the fact that he isn't backing down from it, so I would have thought, "Oh, he's sorry about it. He's resentful." So he's not sorry. He's not sorry. So it's real. So I mean, Juju man, I'm almost because I told you we're actually very similar, because Juju man, don't tell any Chelsea fans. I actually find this very exciting. But Juju man, please don't tell any Chelsea fans, because then people will call me like a fake Chelsea fan. I'll start be racially abusing me. But Juju man, it's actually really exciting, because it's actually really, really fun.
Yes.
Juju man, how does this end, man? How does this end?
I think they'll go, because it's like, look, with Chelsea, it's like you can't. They just I was surprised. I thought Lukaku would start today and like they would just continue as if nothing happened. The fact that like they put Lukaku, I think they might throw him under the bus since it's not working at the beginning, and it's not working. So and Lukaku's made it easier. So if
Juju man, 100 mil. Juju man, 100 mil. That's a lot of money.
That's a money.
That's a lot of money to throw under the bus, bro.
Yeah, true. But if if they wanted to get rid of Lukaku, this is a good opportunity, because he made it easy for everyone now. So they can just get rid of him if they don't want to. But as far as Lukaku, I always think Double H. Look, I want this club to fall apart, but it's not going to happen, because I know they run. I mean, people say they don't run well, but I think still like they'll stick together. So this is what will happen. They're probably just going to have a meeting. Lukaku will probably issue a public apology, and then that's it. And no drama, no excitement. Like that's it. So it's like,
okay. No, because see, my thing is that if he hasn't apologized now, why will he apologize on Monday?
That's the thing. Yep.
Because that's my thing, is that because that's why I said this is interesting. The fact that you've met, they've told you that what you did is wrong, and after that, you went including the squad, and they asked to consider that, "Bro, we're still working on this. I'll get back to you after we've resolved this." I'm trying to say that what's going to change between now and Monday, because you see, but Lukaku, the thing with Lukaku is that, bro, like, what do you want to do? You can't go back to Inter Milan.
Yeah, but Double H
from you.
Yeah, so, but come on.
You can't go back to Inter, but you've now ostracized the Chelsea fan base and maybe even your teammates. So what? You want to go back to what? Antwerp? FC Brugge?
But you know what? I'm shocked. Let's be honest. I'm shocked they're giving Lukaku all this attention. But it's not Messi. Like, it's Lukaku. Like, why are they having like everyone in the media?
It's not about the look. Obviously, it's not. I think it's because I've never seen a player do this ever.
Yeah.
I've never seen a player who you've been bought by a club for that amount of money, and you give an interview told about how much you love the previous club that you left, and how the club that you're at was your third choice.
Yeah.
That's mad. Yeah. It's like,
can I go real quick?
Can I go?
Yeah. Go. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll come to you.
Yeah. With Lukaku, I think just like, what's it called? I honestly don't think this is a big deal. Like, the fact that he's like getting all this attention is shocking. I was like, okay, so what? It's Lukaku. Like, who cares? But the fact that he's everywhere in the media, I was like, you would think this is like a major, like Ronaldo, Messi saying this
No,
stuff.
but Juju man, if he was not dropped, I would have been with you and say it's nothing major. But bro, he's been dropped. I think once you've been dropped, it gets major.
Yeah, but they're still paying him a lot of money. I don't think he cares as long as he gets his check.
How can you
Like,
not drop someone after that, though? Like, that's the real thing. How can you not drop someone after that?
Yeah, true. I think they're just showing like, they're just showing the other players and everything. It's just like, but I think what's it called? After he issues, this is what will happen. He will issue an apology. Like he looks serious, but he'll probably issue an apology and then, like, apologize or write a Instagram post or a Twitter post and then
diss track
life will continue because this is a necessary. It's a
But
necessary.
Juju, man, I don't feel like he wants to apologize though. I feel
Yeah,
like
then I think he's doing this to get this is a PR stunt. Then he's doing this to get a lot of attention because
but PR stunts because okay, PR stunts. What is the intent though? What are you trying to achieve? You must be trying to achieve something with the PR stunt.
yeah, but
What are you trying to achieve?
Look, there's something called there's no bad publicity. As long as people talk about you, seriously, like, there's no bad publicity. As long as your name is in the headlines, like you're relevant, like your brand is going high. So that's what I think he's doing because it's like, why is he getting all this attention? Look, he say that they should get rid of Lukaku and then move on. But they don't.
Okay, wait. So before I come to Adnan, let me take some dubs before I come to Adnan, man.
Yeah.
So Romelu Lukaku says, just escaped from Tuchel's basement. What was the score of my team? Internazionale Milano. By the way, this came back 2-2 by CFC, but Inter versus AC come back 4-2 fire emoji. Guys, that is not the real Romelu Lukaku. Please,
Are you sure?
Liable for any suit. That is not the real Lukaku.
Are you sure?
It's a troll. It's a troll. Kelvin Tahiro, our resident comedian, says, HH, I have a question. Was the Ballon d'Or in the 50s to early 90s given that only European players, given to all European players and was later changed or not? Yes. So hence why Maradona never won the Ballon d'Or. Nor did Pele. So during a period of time, I don't know when it's ended, but during a period of time, it was only given to Europeans. So Pele, Garrincha, Zico, Maradona, they never won the Ballon d'Or because they were never even eligible to be in the Ballon d'Or. So yeah, you are right about that.
They gave Pele 7 retroactively, so he has the same as Messi.
Oh, what they gave Pele what?
7 retroactively Ballon d'Ors.
Your boy Daddy U says Juju Man is Ugandan. He knows I'm not lying. Shout out to me. Juju Man, are you Ugandan?
I'm not going to say where. I just say East Africa. Okay, if I say if I acknowledge, you guys will narrow it down and then figure out.
No, look, Juju Man, I'm just going to hire a dialects expert just to decipher where you're from. It's at least 3 countries, so I know what it is, but we'll break it down. We'll break it down.
All right.
Casey says Tim's arrogance of CR7, but
that's not even true because at least Drinkwater has a Premier League.
No, he has a Serie. So he's right. They both have league titles. Yeah. Because I'm about to say,
I guess that's true.
Yeah, they both have league titles. Yeah, so it works. Lukaku again says, HH, I apologize, dog, for calling CFC my home. #soccer.
Don't say soccer.
Latin Lozario says, the sick equals American Garrincha. Sue. Latin Rosario, stop doing lines before you enter this hangout, please. Thank you. Adnan, talk to me about our fellow black brother, Romelu Lukaku Bulinoli.
HH, you guys played Jay-Z's public service announcement when he came back. And this is how he repays you guys. All I'm going to say is Tuchel's going to pull an Arteta. He's going to get rid of Lukaku, and he's going to be on loan to MLS for the next couple of years because until his contract runs up. And who's your man from Djibouti?
The MLS.
Nah,
he wants to be American so badly, man. Just send him to MLS.
Can I speak after HH? After I want to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anna, I mean, look, how do you think this ends? Is there way? Because Anna, look, we need him for Lille. Adnan, I don't trust this team for a season because I've given up on the Premier League. The FA Cup is Queen Lizzie tax. Carling Cup, cool. We can win that with our C team. But I need
Jonathan David is gonna drop a hat.
Adnan, I need Lukaku for the CL. Okay, Adnan, I'm not like a regular Chelsea fan. I'm not a fanboy. I'm a realist. I need that trophy, and for that trophy, I need all the troops I can get. So Adnan, is there a scenario where I have Lukaku for Lille in February 22?
No, and it'll be confirmed on Monday.
Damn.
I'll be back when you talk about Afcon.
Jamal, talk to me.
You know what, bro? This is madness, man. Because I'm going somewhere at this point. One day I was actually talking to my mom, and I say, you know what? Stop watching Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful. You should watch football because some of the things what happens in football. This is madness. We have shout out Neymar, people who is with their sisters. We have this now. Bro, this guy literally plays for Chelsea and is doing an interview talking about Inter and telling how he will die for Toro and that how stay here and coming back soon. What is this? Was this guy high? Was Lukaku high, bro? And then, guys, did you see what he did today with the Inter Milan on his Facebook? Is that true?
He was hacked. For me, I'm going to give it two suggestions. Either he was hacked, or maybe it's an old thing that he hasn't updated, and maybe doesn't really use Facebook. There's no way he'd actually do that. Come on, no way. He was hacked.
Bro, you see, yeah, you say that, but we don't know what his angle is, because that's the thing. We do not know what he wants. Is he want to leave Chelsea? Do he want to leave Chelsea? Do he want to stay? We don't know, man. But how he's moving and the things he's saying with Tim Howard, it looks like he won out, man. And bro, if he wants out, I don't know, man. It's tricky.
Yeah,
but
Jamal,
what do you think?
Wait, Jamal.
Who gassed Lukaku?
Wait, Jamal. If he wants out, where the hell are you going? Where?
That's the thing. That's the thing, it is because this guy thinks
Jamal, unless you're happy to sit at the bench and do nothing from now until this. So, and Jamal, even in the summer, because look, we bought you for 100 mil. Now we can't sell you for 100 mil. We're not selling you for 40 or 50. We're going to try and sell you for maybe 70, 80. We'll take a loss. But but who's going to buy you for 60, 70, 80?
Because you know what the thing is, 88? I don't think Abramovich is going to.
This is where it gets tricky now. Because he's under contract.
Yeah.
So Lukaku is because I think they say so. If you hand in a transfer request, you don't have to be paid. So Lukaku will be like, I'm not going to hand in a transfer request, so I could just chill. But here's the issue, though, Lukaku. Now you know why he's lucky? He's lucky because the World Cup is in this December.
Yeah.
So he could just be like, fine, I'm just going to just bide my time, trying to get myself fit, and hopefully try and gain a move. And then move somewhere in the summer. But bro, Jamal,
you know what it is?
Crazy game, bro.
Yeah, but you know why? I feel he will start back to play games. You know why it is? Because I don't think Tuchel is a petty manager. I think if it was Pep, he's out of here. He should pack his bag because one thing Pep don't like, no disrespect. If he do that interview and he was in Manchester City, for sure, I can 100% say he's gone. But the thing is, I think Tuchel is gonna play him. I think Tuchel is a yes man. I think Tuchel is gonna keep him, man, and play him because I don't know, man. The squad, you guys need a striker. You guys need a superstar, and he's not great. We call him Touch Romelu, but he's still your best player. So I think things go right over, man. I think he might be dropped until the next game, but I think he'll come back for City. I think next game is Manchester City.
Jamal, you can actually compare the situation with Arteta and Aubameyang. I mean, you look at Aubameyang right now, and his disciplinary action has been completely ambiguous for Arteta.
The difference with Aubameyang is, Arteta has come out on many occasions and said this is not the first time he has been thankful late. They say he has been coming late very often. So I think Arteta is fed up.
Do you know another key thing?
Yeah.
There's that thing, but there's a key difference. Aubameyang has been trash.
Yeah.
And you announced in that Aubameyang was probably Arsenal's worst player. The problem with this is that in the last two games, Lukaku was man of the match. So it's just because Aubameyang has been crap, and Arsenal have flourished without him. Cool. Chelsea get back down from 2-0. Before that Kovacic goal, Chelsea were aimless.
But
Liverpool gifted that game to Chelsea. Before Kovacic scored that goal, Chelsea were just running around like brainless goons. So this team still needs a Lukaku. Arsenal don't need Aubameyang. They don't need Aubameyang. They don't.
But I have to go, bro. But one thing I want to say, it wouldn't surprise me if Aubameyang and Lukaku is Newcastle's strike partner. after January. So peace out, guys. Peace out. Peace out.
Peace,
Uh,
peace,
Yes,
peace.
let me speak on it, HH.
Yeah,
I
go for
wanna-
it. Go for it.
So, yeah, man, what I see happening right now is Tuchel and Lukaku. It's a power struggle, nothing more. If Tuchel loses games without Lukaku, he might get sacked. If he doesn't, Lukaku gets sold. Tuchel is fully justified in dropping Lukaku for his off-field action. Because we know this, because as you compared with Aubameyang has been trash, but Lukaku has been man of the match for 2 games in a row. So it's only about his off-field action. And we see this with the right repressants. You can forgive bad behavior, but you can't forgive bad performances and bad behavior. So yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a power struggle. We just got to wait until like maybe March and February to see if Tuchel can actually survive without Lukaku. And honestly, like Lukaku aside, why am I like getting hate messages for calling Pulisic one of the best players in the Premier League? I mean, he's like the LeBron James of soccer.
Delta, just accept the hates. Move on.
I mean, come on, come on.
Delta, thank you.
Look, all my haters
Delta.
are like a bunch of shit-eating dorks living
in the bloody background.
Can I talk about it?
Yeah, Zima, of course you have to. So your boy Daja RF, man, thank you for the dub. Lukaku is getting all the attention because he's releasing a new product, the Lukaku boots. Sales are about to go crazy. Lato Lozara said, Lukaku wants Inter Miami. Fire emoji. Oh my god, man.
He's going to be chilling with the Miami rappers, perfecting his craft.
Man. My mom is real. My mom is real. Your boy Laura Morale says, Lomelu Lenry, aka Lukaku. Oh, that's nice of you. Casey. Spurs, Arsenal, Man U, very close to Pool and London Blues. KC, Arsenal are not finishing above Chelsea. That's not happening. United, who knows? Spurs and Arsenal are not finishing above Chelsea. So relax. It doesn't matter. For United, who knows? Because United are actually a proper team. But Spurs and Arsenal, relax. No. Hey, Mikel Arteta. Hey, what up, bro? Hello, Mr. HH. Swap Oba for Big Rom? No. That was no, I know. Like, if you told me this like 2 years ago, sure. Right now, no, get the hell out of my office. If you ring this door again, I will call the police and the authorities. Who said they wanted to speak on this?
Yeah, it's me.
Zima.
Well, I feel like he's telling us something that we don't necessarily know. Like, what does Inter have that London doesn't? Like, what does Milan have that London doesn't, bro? Why is he going back? It just doesn't make sense that he's saying all of this. And it's just it kind of feels like it's weird to say it in the middle.
Maybe we're missing. Wait, maybe Ziman. That's why I can't wait till Monday. Are we missing something? Is there something that we're missing? Is that an extra dimension that we're missing? Who knows? Because this just seems crazy.
No, this does, man. And here's the thing, man. This guy should be benched. In fact, you guys should be looking to sell him. This guy, let's be honest, bro. Even on the field, has he? I know you said he recently performed well for you guys, but if you look at it, this guy doesn't necessarily perform well for you guys when it comes to big games, and he's just not good enough. Like, let's just be honest. Like, Lukaku strikes me as the type of guy who, even if you guys weren't selling him, if he wasn't
hold on. Streets, the disrespect towards English women, I think, is really harsh. The amount of people who are saying that Italy have better food, I agree, and better women, it's harsh. That's really harsh. You're right. Zeman, continue.
No, that's not harsh, but yeah, man.
Zeman,
yeah, man. I'd say
when Lizzie leaves.
Yeah, shout out to Lizzie, man. I'd say this, man. This guy doesn't have a future, bro. This guy doesn't have a future at Chelsea. So Chelsea need to make a decision. How are they? Because what club can he go to? He can't go to Inter Milan. They already have a replacement that's doing better than him, which questions his whole effort at
Go
Inter
to
Milan.
Tottenham, Z man. Chelsea could potentially make a swap.
For Harry Kane.
Yeah,
that can actually work. To be honest with you, that'd be a win-win.
Levy never
Conte's there, and that would actually be great.
Levy will never do it. Levy. Like people say, Daniel Levy will never agree to that swapped up deal. No way. Because Levy is the businessman, and Levy wants 100 mil for Kane or more.
Why is Lukaku
100 mil for 100 mil player, right?
Yeah,
but that's not. No. You don't understand. He wants it in cash. Levy is a businessman. He's not a football guy. He's a businessman. He wants that 150 cash so he can invest it in increasing the stadium and merchandise and so forth. He doesn't want a freaking swap up deal. The guy wants money. So yeah, Zeno.
Why is there trending news that Lukaku changed his Facebook status to Milan?
It was he was hacked. He was hacked. I don't believe that he was hacked.
No, there's no way. There's no way. It can't be that much of a coincidence that this guy was hacked when he was when he's saying all this different stuff. It'd be bizarre. But to be honest with you, I'm interested to see how he's gonna react. And Thomas Tuchel, he has every right to drop him. For me, it's like, but then again, Thomas Tuchel is living on the edge, considering that if he doesn't end up performing well, everyone's going to be blaming him, and they're gonna start questioning his tactics and whatnot. Which Chelsea fans are already questioning him as it is. So it becomes a problem within itself, and it just feels like it's someone's going to have to leave. Someone's going to have to leave after this season. Or someone's gonna have to leave. It's either Lukaku or Thomas Tuchel, and who will Chelsea decide? I feel like Thomas Tuchel's bound to stay, more so than Lukaku, who's done in these streets, man. This guy needs to find a new house.
Let me just hit this, man. Your boy Zoteng TV, man. Thank you for the dub. I agree with Jamal. Tuchel knows his job isn't safe. And what good does it do to sit out Lukaku? Tuchel knows he needs to play Lukaku. He needs Lukaku to play striker. Tuchel is wise. For me, I believe that somehow, someway, this will be resolved.
Can I ask a quick question, please?
Wait. Let me just finish this job and then I'll go.
Okay.
Kelvin Seriman, thank you for the says that. Kelvin says, HH, you're right then that the Ballon d'Or is a joke since the beginning of time. Romario was robbed in the 94, Maradona in 86, Pele, Garrincha, and others were robbed. It's a Bombers Award. It's a popularity contest. And my thing, Kelvin, is, okay, Messi has how many Ballon d'Ors? But how many World Cups does he have? Thank you. So as I said again, it's just for psycho dumbass kids on Twitter to like, 7 Ballon d'Ors. Morons, man. Mikel Arteta says, I should call the authorities. Obama 8Gs, Kaku 7, 100 mil. Mikel Arteta, get off my freaking DMs, man. I'm not making this deal with you, man. Focus on freaking Aston, man. It's not happening, man. Casey says, thank you for the double, Casey. Milan was the Roman capital, while London was a crap colony. Shots fired. Shout out to Plato and Aristotle, man.
Can I speak about?
Go, man.
Yes, Suleiman can go.
Suleiman and Barry, man. Suleiman and then Barry. Suleiman, talk to me.
HH, I know we've made a lot of jokes about this fiasco, and as a non-Chelsea fan, I think it's funny. But HH, this is weird. This is so weird, and I think there's a few words to describe it.
This shit is wicked on these mean streets. None of my friends speak. We all trying to win, but then again, maybe it's for the best though. Because when they're seeing too much, you know they're trying to get you.
Wait, is that Lukaku?
Raw. 95 is how you survive. I ain't trying to survive. I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it alive.
Hey, he got bars, man. He got bars, man. He got bars. He got bars like me, bro.
Well, listen. We can clearly see this.
Man's got bars.
So listen.
Oh my Lord in heaven, man.
Oh my God.
Cringe. You see, my thing is that unless you're Damian Lillard, man, if you stick to sports, man. Unless you're Damian Lillard, please just stick to sports and leave the rapping to the rappers.
I agree.
So Barry, how do you see this whole Lukaku fiasco, man?
Okay, before I say my thing on Lukaku, I'll maybe quick. Why do you guys think that like the job of Tuchel is like on jeopardy? Because like I believe that like if they can still get top 3 or top 2,
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, if they get top 3 or top 2 and then they make a good run in this year like semifinals, do you think, I know that Bram is someone that is looking to win every single year. He's gonna do everything in his power. He's gonna do like whatever it takes to win. But like, what do you think that like he should be fired if things doesn't go like, oh, they don't win the Premier League or the season?
No, literally, Tuchel can defend himself like this. I won the Champions League. Who did you give me? 100 million leech. That's literally, he can say that, and then Bram has nothing to say.
I don't think you know how Bram operates. Bram couldn't give a crap.
No, I know that.
So forth. Bram will pull the trigger whether he likes it or not. So
Yeah, I
Bram will
know
never
that.
change. So
Yeah, I know that, but like I'm just questioning myself, that like he's on a CL with like not as much quality in the squad as like a Pep or any coach of big teams, That's what I'm just saying. But like Lukaku, yeah, it's
Yeah.
who nah, it's cool. Nah, he's pretty much ruined the chemistry in Chelsea, like it's a big critical part of the year. The CL knockouts is coming, even though Lille isn't as big as Bayern or City and so forth. Like you still got to beat them. And the Premier League, that's the time where like it defines if the club is getting top four, wins the league. So like the whole timing of it is just stupid. And then like about the system that Tuchel, he's complaining about. Wait, hold on. Yeah, like he's complaining about the system and everything, but like it tells more about him that he cannot adapt to like this play style that the coach wants to adapt in the club and everything. So like, yeah, but like Lukaku, the whole timing of it is just bad. It ain't looking good right now.
It ain't looking great, bro.
Oh yeah, sorry, but to reference one thing, like Zeman said, Lukaku updated his Facebook status. I mean, do people still use Facebook?
Yes.
That's what I was surprised. I was like,
no. See, people,
I thought it was for old people.
But so first of all, you called Vinny ugly. Now old people aren't people. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Oh no, I'm just saying, like I thought it was funny. Lukaku updated like his Facebook status. I don't know anyone. Like people use. I didn't realize people use Facebook. Yeah, but yeah.
What's it called? Let me. John Stewart says Lukaku ego equals Ronaldo, ability equals Morata.
Hey, stop disrespecting Morata. He's actually a decent striker.
That's, okay, you can hold up, man. Daddy U says, I miss the Abudi super chats from your boy Abudi. Oh, how great, man. How great. So Caliban Defense League. Oh, that was Roman's rap? I thought prayers in my basement. Jesus, I mean, this community needs help, man. Does anyone have any thoughts about Lukaku, man?
I would like to speak.
Also, sooner the mic and the platform is yours, my dear friend.
So,
just a continuation.
This is just a continuation of my rant earlier on Chelsea. That's why I asked about if we were talking about Lukaku. Basically, I'm going to give you guys a timeline. There is a tyrant. There is a there's a what's it called? I don't know. There was the tyrant was in charge, right? Frank Homeboy, right? He does the thing, and he loses 3-1 to Manchester City at home, and he gets sacked. And you guys bring in a manager called Thomas Tuchel, TT, the Took. So he comes in, makes the defense solid, and wins you a Champions League. Great, and gets you top 4 even. So great, fantastic. Now, after all of this, he goes to Roman and he says, can I have a striker, please? I'd like a striker. I like players. I won the Champions League, but first priority is a striker. Roman's like, sure, I'll get you a striker. So the market's in on Haaland. Everyone wants Haaland. There's all the talks about Erling Haaland coming to Chelsea. It never happens, and yet they spend 100 million on Lukaku suddenly. I come on to AJH's channel, and then he's like, yes, we got Lukaku. He's not Haaland, but he's still good. He's going to do something. Chelsea are coming, right? Treble minimum, things like that, right?
I never said this. I never said this.
Yes. So afterwards, Lukaku in his first game scores a goal against Arsenal. It's great, fantastic, and it's wonderful. And then suddenly, from that, and then for a couple games until pretty much I think Tottenham, everything's going smoothly. It's fine. Everything's going good. But then, as soon as suddenly a bad patch of form hits, he gets himself injured and as well. And then suddenly, a month later, he's organizing an interview, all right, with our friends over at Sky or in Italy, and suddenly we have a very big. A month after that, we have everything revealed suddenly. So what have we learned from all of this? We learned that Tuchel, after winning the Champions League, got a single player in the summer, not like two, not the one player, for 100 million euros, and then because of that player now, suddenly Chelsea are struggling because, or not maybe because of him, but he's not helped them. The only player is now suddenly he's not helped them, and then suddenly he is the one causing a huge mess. So basically, what Roman Abramovich did for Tuchel is he said, "You want the Champions League for me? Here's $100 million on a leash, and that's all you're gonna have." So I'm actively making your chances of winning worse than they were last season. How is that proper ownership there? Now, I understand it's not only Roman, it's also Marina and everything like that, right? But nothing is working, and suddenly, like
but my thing
everything
is that Bram will always say that no matter how much you criticize me, my trophy hall speaks for itself. So I can hire sack, running like a circus. The amount of trophies that Chelsea have won under Abramovich has been super impressive.
It's been impressive.
He's been the most successful owner in the Premier League. So,
now, if you guys remember, after you guys won your first Champions League, Di Matteo, he was sacked, right? Because it was terrible. Like, but they didn't even get out of their Champions League group, which coincidentally also had Juventus in it, right? Yeah, I think my
wait.
is really
Are you
bad.
auto-tune on your mic?
No, I'm just using my
Yeah, no, it
computer
sounds
mic.
like he's on the team, but it's fine. Go for it.
So then, basically, Tuchel, who's took an average team. Now that we look at it, they're actually a pretty average team and won the Champions League, right? This is not a Di Matteo where it's just like the players suddenly had a big discovery that they were actually decent players, right? It was really Tuchel's management that got them there, and the fact that Tuchel now has to deal with a worse squad somehow because he still doesn't have that striker, and he now has someone who's actively making it like worse. And so I think Tuchel has a lot of credit right now because I think Bram also knows he is not the. I know Bram sacks managers like left and right, but I think even in this case, Bram knows Tuchel is in a very difficult spot. Like he's a damn good manager, and it's really just a case of we see what happens on Monday. I don't think this can get results.
Let's just get into the Nottingham. What will happen? Does Lukaku stay at
that's what I was about to
Chelsea
say.
or
I think it can't get results. I don't think it can get results. I think the fact that this is going completely public is bad. Like the situation is really, really like you don't understand. Like this is a guy who plays for Chelsea actively saying, "I love my previous club," going on to Sky Sports, Sky Sports, the big platform, and saying, "I prefer my previous club." Like you can't. That's not something that's solvable. So it's either him or Tuchel, and I think it's going to be him.
All right, let me hit this doors, man. Then we'll have to move to the Afcon. So Wilkie Jackson says, "Cole, can you get Tims to feature on your next album?" I don't think anyone wants to listen to Tims on an album after the trash that Suleiman just played. Shout out to your boy Tims, though. Whimsical Thought, he says, yes, Lukaku was unprofessional in his conduct. But make no mistake, Tuchel, you're not winning the Premier League without Lukaku popping off. Make it work. Whimsical Thought, here's the thing. Even if Lukaku pops off, after that draw, Chelsea are not winning the league. So my thing is that, Whimsical Thoughts, I'm with you. Chelsea need Lukaku to do something in the Champions League. Chelsea likely will not strike twice of this team going on that CL run again. They need something different. Lukaku will give them something different in that CL that this group cannot give them. But with regards to the league, it's over. Now, this is scary. And I'm going to read this, but I'm going to regret reading this. Benjamin Mendy, I have more bars than Lukaku.
I mean,
that's actually clever, man.
I mean, that is true, but you didn't have to say it.
He did. Barry, he didn't have to say it. He didn't have to say it, man. Guys, we'll see what happens with Lukaku on the morrow, man. So, guys,
can I ask you one last question real quick about this whole Premier League?
Receipts,
no.
If you play receipts incriminating the fake me, I'll throw you out and you're never coming back.
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan now, so I wouldn't do that to
No,
but my
question, man.
Zeman, shut up.
My question is, what do other Premier League clubs have to do in order to catch up with City and win the league title? Like, what do Chelsea and Liverpool have to change to catch up?
It's very, unless you spend you have to spend crazy and have a super squad.
It's actually
That's
pretty
the way.
simple.
Pep has cracked into the code. Pep has
To
cracked
have
into the
have
code.
have owners that have vision, that have a long term vision. That's what you gotta have. If you want to
Even if
catch
you
up
have a
to them.
long-term vision, Pep, bro, he's got a limitless thing. He has oil money, bro. He has
And
freaking
these
oil money.
owners care. Unlike Graham, who doesn't know what he's doing, bro.
It's simple. I mean,
He's
it's
out here
very
rolling.
simple. It's
He's,
very
he's rolling the
simple.
dice.
It's very
Yeah.
simple. It's
Then
just
serious question. Serious question to Double H. Where do you think Chelsea will finish? Like all this going on, I think this is a PR stunt. But where do you think Chelsea will finish this season?
This season, I think Chelsea
Second or
finished
third.
third.
Second or third. They're gonna finish top four.
I think they'll finish. I mean, they better get off. But I still think Liverpool gets second.
I mean,
think
Arsenal
that
got
Chelsea
something
will
to
finish-
say.
because I think fourth is a bit worst case scenario. Fourth. But I still feel that they'll get it done, and I still think that they'll get there. As again, like if Arsenal finish above Chelsea, I will sell calm. I will sell calm.
Back to
Wait, guys. Okay, cool. We're moving, guys. We're moving, man. We're moving. So look, man, we're a week away. We're a week away, man. We are a week away from Afcon, man. And see, guys, Afcon is special for me, man. I love Afcon. You see, Euros is cool. I'm a football guy. Of course, I love the Euros. Of course, I love the Gold Cup. Of course, I love the Copa America and so forth. But the Afcon is personal. The Afcon is personal. And I think that the Afcon. Do you know why I like the Afcon? Because I'm even going to do a video about it. Do you know the thing I hate the most is whenever people refer to Africa as like a country. Oh, you're going to Africa. Where in Africa? Oh, have you been to Africa? Oh,
You always think about it as a jungle or something, or like animals and
I
stuff.
know.
Wait, cool. I think you're from Germany.
My thing is that
we don't need to go there.
So the beauty about Afcon is that because see, let's keep it real. Geography is trash. Your geography teacher is a brick. You don't listen to that bomb when he teaches you geography or so forth. Small was my math teacher. My geography teacher was a racist called Peter Brown, piece of crap.
Peter Brown. What's his name?
So we don't really listen to our geography teachers and so forth. That's just the fact of the matter. So this is a great way of you to learn about different countries. So, Mauritius. Kenya. Chad. Mozambique. Let's find out about all of these places. And for me, let's just keep it real. I mean no disrespect to,
by the way.
I mean no disrespect to Copa America, Euro or something.
Magic school bus. What is this? A magic school bus experiment?
Shush. In terms of just visuals, vibes, color, atmosphere, environments, and so forth, the Afcon is amazing. So when you watch the Afcon, you're like, no, it's like it is entertaining. It's entertaining. So I can let me confess to Cole. I'm going to come to you after Adnan. So no Emmanuel Dennis, no Osimhen. Eguavon is now the coach. A Portuguese fruit seller is going to take over afterwards, but we'll cross that bridge in March when we get there. January 11th, up against Egypt. How are you feeling specifically of Nigeria's chances in this upcoming AFCON?
I mean, Nigeria always have a lot of drama going into any tournament.
Yep.
This one's no different.
Mm-hmm.
But against Egypt, that'll tell us a lot about how the tournament is going to go. They're not particularly strong these days. This isn't the Egypt that won 3 straight in a row. But, of course, with the threat of Salah, they're always going to be dangerous. But I think Nigeria's midfield isn't creative enough. That's why they brought remember Wakwali? He played in the U17 a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They brought him back.
Wakwali,
But the midfield is a bunch of, like, midfield destroyers like Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Onyeka. But Joe Aribo from Rangers, he's pretty good. He's solid.
He's all right. He's all right. I know he's done well in his play for Nigeria. But I mean, my thing is that look,
I've seen enough of Iwobi, man.
Adnan, let me be real with you. Like, let's keep it real. Iwobi plays because he's the nephew of Okocha. That's the real. He's not that good. I feel horrible for saying it, but again, it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to meet any of these people, so I can say whatever the hell I want.
Yeah,
Nigeria.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, what was it?
No, yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. Look, my thing is this. Nigeria have to always go into an AFCON to try to win it. That's a fact. Based on how many people are in there. But and do you know what I find amazing is Nigeria have 200 million people, most people in any African country. Are you telling me that 11 is the best 11 in the whole of Nigeria? That's the thing that just shocks me. But how
Yeah.
far do you think Nigeria can go, bro?
I mean, we seem to always make it to at least the semis and then finish third. But right now, I would say going into it, quarters max. Like at full strength, I think we have either the first or second best attack with Osimhen there, Chukwueze, and then Emmanuel Dennis. But they're not. He's not going to be there. But Taiwo Awoniyi, he's like top 5 in Bundesliga in goals this year. So he has to
Yeah, I
step
was
up.
gonna mention him.
Ian Acho has to step up, and this guy named Umar Sadiq, he's playing really well in the Segunda in Spain. But I just don't trust our defense, man. We have a model in goal, Okoye, and
Trusta Kong.
we have Trusta Kong is a travel blogger. Like, so I don't trust the defense. But are we going to talk about other teams, or are you just talking about?
No, we are. Okay, so let me come to Cole because Cole represents his Ghanaian people. So before I come to you, Cole, man, let me just take things doors, man. All right, Daddy Who says, guess the sound if I slap WH's bald, shiny head. God, guys are weird, man. Adam Johnson says, I knew Lukaku since 15 and never thought he was okay. So Rom was my friend since 15. I saw the potential striker. Thank you, Adam Johnson. And we don't know who Adam Johnson is. Casey says, Roman is also oil money, stole off Russian workers. Casey, that's a lie. That's a lie. Stop telling lies on my guy. That's a lie. MC says, don't talk about money. Bram owns 2 yachts worth 2 billion. MC, Bram does not worth as much as your oil barons, man. So relax. Call
Did you ask him?
Ghana.
Did he respond his friends by any chance?
Wait, call Ghana.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What can Ghana do, man? It's been 80 since your Ghanaian boy Kamachi won this whole thing, man. Can they finally rise?
Yeah,
I dare you not to come under
this is
Comoros, Gabon. I dare you not to come under the group,
bro. If we get knocked out, like the tweets and the memes that will be on there, yo, is be crazy, yo. I'm gonna say this, HH. I'm also gonna say Afcon is better than World Cup. This is my opinion. I just feel like it's bigger. That's just my opinion, but I think we're going to end up going to the semifinals.
Semis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes you say that?
Well, HH, the thing is, like, I still think we haven't learned from, like, I think IU's the problem. The IU brothers are the problem. But mostly I think it's more of like like, especially for example, like some of the players that are in there, like the bench and so forth, it's not that good, and like I look at some of
Why
our
the
defense.
hell are the IU brothers still there? See, Andre Ayew, okay, elder statesman. Jordan Ayew, do you know the guy has been a Class B brick for like about 4 or 5 years now?
Bro, tell me about it. I don't even know why they're playing. Like after we drew against Germany in the World Cup, they shouldn't have even been in the national team. Like, to be honest, like, Thomas is our only hope. We don't have Kudus from Ajax because Ten Hag told us that literally he's not 100% fit and he always gets injuries, so he's injury prone. So we don't have him. So right now our only best player is Partey, and that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We might be lucky enough. It depends on who.
So you're saying semis?
I think it depends on who you get in the playoff bracket. Do you know how the playoff bracket works? Like, I really don't know who gets who after.
I'm not sure of that exactly. Obviously, it's
Exactly.
also top to go through, I think.
Okay.
So look, let's just go around and just give guys thoughts on like who you think the favorites are, surprise team. So for me, I think Algeria still have a pretty good team. So for me, the issue is I just think that Senegal are just missing something. Senegal, of course, they'll be good and of course they'll go for, but I just think they're just missing something. So, and I think that score of Egypt that won 3 in a row, I think isn't there.
Is over.
Salah is
Yeah.
good, but I just think that Salah Egypt, I just think we may rely on Salah a bit too much. So for me, and also you always have to remember as well, whenever it's in North Africa, North Africans do very well. But whenever it's not in North Africa, it now favors like West Africa and so forth. So I think it's been in Cameroon. I think will favor a West African side. Don't sleep on Cameroon. Home nation, they can be real. But if I was to say favorites,
Can Morocco be favorites?
no.
No.
Because it's not in North Africa. I
And
think
they're missing Ziyech as well. So
yeah, and also the Ziyech is in there. So for me, I'm gonna go with I wouldn't see. I don't know how the brackets work, but I wouldn't be surprised if Algeria and Senegal both go far again.
Both go far. Yeah. I was
So
saying that
for me,
too.
okay, if I was gonna make a pick, I would say Algeria might defend the title because I just don't trust anyone else. So for me, you know what? It's between Algeria and Cameroon. I think Cameroon because it's on home soil, and I think that's especially with Etso now being the new Cameroon FA president and so forth, it's going to be really like motivated. So I'm going to say it's between Cameroon and Algeria, man. Juju man.
HH, I have a question. Can I ask you a question?
Let me go Juju.
Okay.
Juju man.
Yeah.
Favorites. Who do you think are favorites for this thing? Who do you think is going to stay? What's up?
Well, yeah, my top 3 favorite. I mean, I was going to say the same thing. I have like Algeria as my favorite because I think they're just better than everyone else, and then Senegal based on talent, and then the third one I know it's like North African. I was going to say Morocco as my third.
No.
I agree.
Say Morocco, but just as man, North African sides don't tend to do well, not in North Africa. So apart from Egypt's run, but they don't tend to do well if not in North Africa. But Morocco could do something. No, basically Morocco. For me, Morocco could do something. Them winning, actually, I'm not sure, but go on, continue.
Yeah, so like with this, like for anyone, because I like the last Afcon was really good, but the one thing is like I'll check like the opening, the first game. If that game is good, then I'll tune in to the rest because like that first game is usually critical. Because I remember the last one was I think it was Egypt and was it the one team Zimbabwe or was it like it was Egypt and who? It was a good game.
Zimbabwe.
So, yeah, it was Zimbabwe. Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
So this one I want to check how if it's good then.
The first game is Cameroon and Burkina Faso though. That's a good game. Cameroon, Burkina Faso.
So who are the things you're saying Algeria to win it?
Algeria to win it, and just the other thing too, like this year will be a crazy year in football, because like we're ending with the World Cup in December.
Yeah, so basically we have Afcon here, then we have the Nations League in the summer, and then the World Cup in December.
What Nations Champions League in between too, like this
and the Champions League. Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's going to be crazy. Like as in the year from top to bottom, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, it is what it is.
Suleiman, I have a question.
Please, I'll come with you. Please, okay. Suleiman, who takes this Afcon, man? Who are your favorites?
I understand why Algeria are favorites. Like Mahrez always balls in the Afcon. They are defending champions, but a team with Niang always have to be favorites because he's a generational talent. You can't.
Or World Cup goes
level.
Shoot. That Senegal have never won the Nations Cup ever.
Yeah. Because we did that in the quiz, finals. Yeah, there was a quiz question about that. I got that wrong, but yeah, I think Algeria are favorites as well. I would say if Morocco had maybe like Abde and Ziyech, then maybe they'd be an outsider. But nah, I have Algeria's favorites.
Rob, who takes this one? Who do you have afraid for the Afcon?
For the Afcon, I would say Egypt. That's what I would go for.
But you say Egypt. Now, their team isn't as good as the team that won 3 in a row. Can a team really win a tournament relying on just one player? Because really, it's really Salah and the rest of everyone else.
Eleni is there, though.
When they come up against like a Senegal or Nigeria, like a really good team that doesn't rely on one player.
Well, yes, you have Senegal who are very good as well. But I think that Africa are one of the favorites, I think.
All right.
And I also had to put the brackets in the private chat. Who will
okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, thank you. I need that. Yeah.
Cheers, man. Rob coming in clutch, man. Rob coming in clutch.
Clutch.
So
Clutch,
Barry,
clutch.
what
Yeah.
are your favorites there, bro?
Probably Algeria. They've been very consistent since the win at Afcon. You know, they've easily gone through I think the playoffs for the World Cup. They also won the Arab Cup. They were pretty much dominant during the whole tournament. Senegal, yeah, I like the crew overall, but like there's something missing, you know. And if Sadio Mane played good today, but he needs to be that El Dio, you know, that clutch player that Liverpool had during the 2020 season to like ball out and make sure that they can somehow grab the trophy. Yeah, obviously you have other teams like Morocco, you have Cameroon, and hopefully Nigeria in the mix, you know, my Super Eagles and everything. But yeah, probably Algeria. Yeah.
Okay.
And I still envy Mars for that free kick. He owes me.
Yeah, no, man.
Bro.
That was a dagger, man. That was a
Dude, I
dagger.
was in Egypt for that game. That was
I
heartbreaking.
loved every moment. I loved every moment.
And on my way back, the taxi man, he played Rihanna, Stay by Rihanna. I
Oh.
lost my shit.
Wait,
I
before
loved
I
every
go,
moment.
man. So Daddy U says Central African Republic is beating Nigeria for sure. I'm not even sure that they're actually even in it, bro. That's the thing. Your boy Chris says surprise is gonna happen. Remember Zambia. This is true. This is true. The manager who looked like Michael Bay beat Zambia. And who did they beat in the final? Ivory Coast. Who missed a penalty in that game? Drogba. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. Z-Man, what happens, bro? Who's your pick for the Afcon?
Bro, if Mahrez has a masterclass and ends up being the best player again, like this, it'd be an incredible sight to see, man. Like last time, like this guy, like honestly, man, this is where it really sucks if you end up winning the Afcon, because the World Cup is going to be weighted high, even if you're a contender for the best player award. So for me, Algeria are favorites, Senegal. It's about Mane showing up more so than anything, bro. If this guy shows up and if he comes up with confidence, this could end up changing his not only in terms of performance for his nation and actually lifting the trophy, but also in terms of coming back to Liverpool at his best.
But for me, I just think Senegal are just missing something, bro. I just think that it seems that they'll always be competitive, always good. Like their coach is really damn good, but they're just missing just that extra something.
Extra spice.
They should have beaten Algeria in that final, but
even that group they had in 2018. Remember HH?
Yeah, and the thing about Nigeria, man, bro, if that fruit seller lifts Nigeria to an Afcon.
No. He takes over after the Afcon. So basically,
he's not involved in the Afcon.
No. So basically, he's going to take over after the Nations Cup.
But why?
Because NFF makes no sense.
Why would you do that? That makes no sense.
Like you have to. So he has to watch the team to then get preparation because
I think they want him to prove a point. They want him to prove a point. So if maybe he proves a point, he keeps the job. That's what I'm thinking. They're trying.
It's done.
That's not
it. Done, bro. So Zima, so who you taking for the tournament, man?
Oh, Algeria, man. That's what I'm taking.
Yeah. All right. So call, man. Who wins this, bro?
So HH, I was gonna say something that to be honest, this Algeria team, we will also have to take into account that they played in the Arab Cup just 1 month ago. And so fatigue can really play a huge part in these North American African teams who literally play the Arab.
It was mostly a beach.
It was only local based players.
Yeah. Like
okay.
European players didn't go.
But still, the coaches will pick some of the local based players to play in the Afcon. So fatigue can actually still hit these countries. I got, bro. To be honest, I'm gonna say this. I want Senegal to win it because you know why? Like I just don't want people to make a mockery out of the Afcon and say, "Oh, Algeria 2 times in a row. Look at this trash cup."
No,
you get what I'm trying to say?
It's not about who you want to win. It's who do you think will win it. I don't care what you want. Who do you think will win?
I see. I think Senegal is going to cause an upset against Algeria. I can see it because, bro, like this competition is not easy. Like it's so difficult. Like you can lose to anybody. Like you can't just say Algeria is the
Yeah, no,
favorites.
no,
Like
Zambia won. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
yeah. So I'm going Senegal.
All
Yeah,
right, so
Ivory Coast can
Adam,
say
try to come
what
to
up.
me. Let me just hit this job before I come to you, Adam, man. So where are we, man? Chris says, when is Somalia winning an Afcon? Ballers on the streets, but doesn't translate to professional football. You again, it's about organization, infrastructure, coaching, management, and about a country caring about pumping money into you guys saying what's up. Like I always use the example of like India. There are a lot of Indians I've known who are really good at football, but the culture and the people just don't care about football. They have the colonial mentality of only caring about cricket, which comes from Queen Elizabeth, the British Empire. But if India and the government in the country actually cared about football, you'd have some pretty good football players who I know exist from India. So it's just about the country caring about it, man. From Jose Mourinho says, HH, my friend for Nigeria, I think he is a special one. Hashtag World Cup 22. No, he's not. I looked at his record. The guy is trash. Mourinho, why did he give us a bomb? Daddy U says Ghana's coach was unemployed for 3 years. Ghana is
No, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. He's a very, very good coach.
But is that true though?
Okay, so like, bro, the only reason why
Is
True or
was
false?
the manager unemployed for 3 years?
No. Listen. The only reason
No,
why
cool.
he was
Yes or no?
unemployed.
Was he unemployed for 3 years?
No, he was unemployed for 3 years, HH. But listen to this. You have to look at the context. Look at the context of the situation. The context of the situation is right. He in Algeria, he had a problem with the board. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why he just left his position in Algeria. And with Qatar, it was the same thing. He had a problem with the board. But with Ghana, like you could see that he really likes Ghana. Like he didn't really have the ambition and passion to coach for Qatar and Algeria like he did with Ghana in 2010, and he gave us that success in 2010. So he's still a good coach. He's just people don't rate him. But against South Africa, look at the performance. It was so good. It was so good, AJ. Like I've never seen Ghana play like that in my whole entire
All right.
life.
So Adnan, Nigeria are not winning this. It is what it is. Like if
Yeah.
Osimhen was in that team, maybe there's something. And even if Osimhen was in that team, I'd be like, but if Osimhen was in that team, okay, Nigeria can maybe go on a roll and do something. Without Osimhen in that team, forget about Nigeria. Without him in that team, who is probably the best striker Nigeria have had probably since Amokachi or Amunike.
Yekini too.
Because Agagawa was not that good. Who do you believe takes this takes this cup?
Yeah, Osimhen was carrying us for a while. But I got Algeria a strong phase because if you count the Arab Cup, they've gone over 40 games unbeaten, and that's the world record now. So their key players, Saeed Benrahma, Mahrez, Unas, and even Slimani, he's good at when he plays for them. I don't know if he's that good.
He's good.
Benacer, yeah, he's good too. But I think people are really sleeping on Ivory Coast because in attack they have they recall Zaha, they have Haller, Maxwell Cornet.
The thing with Alan is that is it a European guy that's coaching them, or is it a local guy?
I'm not sure.
Maybe because see, my thing with Ivory Coast is this. Is like look at Ivory Coast during that run that Egypt had. Look at how good their team was. The thing with Ivory Coast is they will always have talented guys, but when it comes to the game, they never execute. They are the perennial underachievers. That they've always had amazing talent, but for some reason, whenever it just comes to the game, they just don't. They never get it done. So Ivory Coast is one of the guys that they'll always look good, but when you watch the games, you're like the talent is there, but it's just not clicking, and they just never click. But
they tried Hervé Renard as coach for.
But I was thinking on Cameroon though, home tax.
Yeah, them being at home. But I was gonna say Ivory Coast since they didn't make the World Cup, so they'll be hungry for this Afcon. But in defense, they have Bailly, Aurier, and Bali, so that could go either way. And as for Senegal, I don't know if Koulibaly's been fit, and Ismail Assar. Like if you watch Senegal in the World Cup qualifiers, he actually plays left wing, and then they have either Diatia or what's his name, Keita Balde as right wing. Mane plays as an attacking mid for them, and when he plays for Senegal, he creates a lot of chances, but still not as clinical as he needs to be right now. And my dark horse is Mali because East Basuma,
Man,
they have
yeah,
3 Adama
they're a
Traores,
good
man.
team.
And
wait. Where is Keita from Guinea?
Cases from Guinea.
Guinea. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But from
Yeah,
Mali in World Cup qualifying, they scored 11 goals and conceded 0. So that's my dark horse.
they're a dangerous team, man.
Yeah,
That
I don't want
team.
Nigeria to face them in the playoff for it. Just
Neither
let them
does
know.
Ghana. I don't want
Wait,
them to
hold on,
play them at all.
hold on. Your boy Daddy Ooze says Ghana's coach actually left them without a resignation letter after 2010. He literally disrespected them after Ghana gave him a career. Call is a
No,
self-hater.
no, no, no,
So
no, no,
Call,
no, no, no,
what
no.
what what
You
did you
need to
mean?
go to okay. The guy who's Daddy Oos, right? You need to go to Ghana web and check and go back and type in Milovan Rajavac's resignation. The only reason why he resigned was because he was like he wanted to go and let someone else take over the position. He is a very good coach. I'm telling you this right now. Like we're playing really good football under this guy than we did with those bum local Ghana coaches that just managed them. Like Kwesi Appiah, he's horrible. Akono is horrible.
Okay.
Horrible.
So wait, so your boy Daddy Ooze says Ghana didn't know he left until they saw him in ISL. All right. All right.
I mean, disrespect, isn't
Wait,
it? It's
wait.
good.
Actually, another question, man. Let me come to Adam with this, and I want to come to Gigi, man. For me, Africa, in terms of its talents and football and so forth, because I think the Afcon is interesting in saying, okay, where are Africa at with regards to and how far are they away from Europe? Do you? Because I'm a realist. I just don't see Africa winning a World Cup anytime soon.
Oh no, it ain't happening, bro.
But Anna, do you think that there is any way, or can you give me an argument as to how Africa can close the gap between themselves and Europe and themselves and South America? Or do you think that this is a losing path with more and more African players opting to play for Belgium, Italy, Germany, and so forth?
HH for me, like they always say, when is the African team going to win the World Cup? And I just think that a North African side will be closest, and it won't hit the same for me, honestly, as a Nigerian. But Algeria, they found a way to get a lot of their French-born players. Even Senegal has some players born in Spain, France, and it really comes down to infrastructure and unfortunately, we're just don't take it seriously. Like the grassroots development, the academies. I haven't heard in Nigeria. There's this place, Azagunle, where a lot of ballers used to play, and they just turned into estates. So there's like nowhere for the kids to play anymore. But for this Afcon, we'll see like where the progress is at. But for Nigeria, look out for Chidera Ejuke. I think he's the best dribbler. He's even better dribbler than Chukwueze. So if you want to see a throwback player, he plays for Moscow.
So, Gigi, man, Africa, your beloved continent, man.
Yeah.
What do they have to do to sort of get to that level of Europe or South America? Or is it a case of because Europe are pretty much raping the continent with taking the talents, it's a losing situation?
Oh no, I think the teams are improving. Like because I've watched Afcon since I was really young.
Man, no African side made it through the groups in the last World Cup, man.
Oh, yeah, true, but I don't think that's a big deal.
Senegal's on technicality, and
Yeah,
Nigeria's in the last
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, true, but it's like somewhat like to be honest, some of the draws like there were no good draws. Like the teams like were not in the good teams. But that like for example, look at Nigeria last time. Like they were in a group with Argentina and Croatia. You're basically out. Like you're out. Like so, but that's not a good excuse.
No. But if not for that clown Igalo, Nigeria should have knocked out Argentina in the groups. But
Yeah.
Nigeria have, as a team,
Yeah.
they declined for several years. But it is what it is.
Man, you guys
Yeah,
bottled
true.
that,
No,
bro.
but I think like maybe like the player has declined, but I think the game, the way the teams play, the game style, I think it has improved. Like because I was able to watch like the last Afcon, I watched a lot of games, and I see like the quality overall has improved because it's like because it's just maybe it's just entertaining because I think the as long as they just keep working, I think the future is bright. Like you can't regress. Like so, I'm optimistic about African football. I think they just keep getting better and better. Because every time, think about it, I have lots of players playing at the top level, so that's good. So it's like, and with they going to Europe and everything, I don't think that's a big deal. Because I don't think that's a big deal. Because it's like, I mean, the world is global, so it's like, okay, so I don't think it's a big deal because like, yeah, like a lot of people like, it's like, I think overall the Afcon is improving. I just think it's improving. Hopefully, I'm not proving it's improving because I even saw the 2014 World Cup. Like that wasn't good, but it's like that wasn't good. Like
Yeah, no, but
Cameroon was a
improving, but
disaster.
man, like improving, man. Yeah, you have to make some real headway, man. You have to make some real headway.
Horrible.
HH, but like with the dual
It's not
national,
horrible. It's not. I can actually watch it.
Sorry,
It's
Zima,
not
what?
horrible.
No, I was gonna say, man, like we talk about how much infrastructure Africa needs and how much like the deep rooted problems are like just pure line tribalism. That's the deep line problems. It's like it's deeper than just the infrastructure and fixing all that. It's like if the same players keep getting picked from the
Yeah.
same core group of families, it's just like how are you going to really improve and progress? And it's just like you look at these other nations that have progressed. They've been able to progress because they don't let those tribalisms stay to a certain extent like Africa does. Like it's
Yeah.
it's a huge problem more so than infrastructure.
Because if you people
I
can
agree.
be real, because people say, "Oh, Africa already won the World Cup through France."
That's a
It was
joke.
before then.
That is a sec.
Because if you think about Brazil, whether it's Garrincha, Pele, all these kind of guys, those guys are all slaves that came from West Africa, namely Nigeria. Because what's it called? My grandmom on my mom's side, she's half Brazilian, and the family's from a place called Bahia. And in Bahia, they speak Yoruba. That's because a lot of the slaves were taken from the player. Obviously, we have called it like the Edo or whatever. They were taken from the player in Nigeria and taken to Brazil. So all these guys like Pele, all these kind of guys and so forth are really guys from West Africa.
Wait. Double H.
But the
just
issue is that Brazil, because they saw, wow, look at the potential in these guys. The white people of Brazil obviously now invested in the development of the Peles, the Garrinchas, all these kind of guys, Ronaldo's, the Dinios. But the issue with Nigeria is we all know where the money is going. Adnan, we know where that money is going. That's like Adnan,
too much corruption.
They want FIFA to now put money and give them. So they want the World Cup to be every 2 years, so the money is not spread around. Adnan, I don't want that money to go into.
That's not. There's nothing gonna. There's no use on that. There's no use in that.
Oh yeah, I'll push back. I think like what's it called? I disagree with the argument that they're like from West Africa or from Africa because I think look, whoever develops the players get the credit. I don't care where they're born.
I agree.
It's like no, it's use the example of that's where you fall because it's two pronged.
Yeah.
You know how we say like it's talent, but talent is one thing. How do you now utilize the talents? What Europeans do well is they know how to now refine and use the talent and manage the talent very well. How did Europe rule most of the world? By management. By saying, oh, the resources, bamboozle, trick, cunning,
divide and
trick,
conquer,
steal, boom. Like that's like Europeans are amazing at just bamboozling people and finding ways to sort of like mine and just pretty much
and HH.
But see, Judgment, you're right. It's like
okay.
Basically, Judgment, you're right because it's like yes, the core of the talents comes from West Africa, but the management of the talents and the refinements are the whites, you know.
Yeah.
And really, so basically, it's like France. Judgment, it's like France. People say, "Oh, Africa wants." Yeah, but you also have to give credit to the whites who coached them, refined them, managed them, and give them the best possible platform to now execute. So Mbappe, Pogba, Kante, all these guys also benefit from the coaching and refinements of the white guys. So
yeah, but double it, I'll take it even further and say I don't think Africa should get any credit. Like zero for like the French kid. Because it's like people will say like this is harsh because it's like yeah. First of all, most of those players.
No, but like, can I?
But usually, if they could do it
Can I-
without
can-
them, why don't they, do you think that
you know how they say,
France
like,
could have won?
Well, can I respond after? Can I respond
I
after?
think what Gentleman is right.
Yeah.
Why should you, for instance, like, why should you give credit to an attractive woman? What have you done? You were born attractive.
But
So,
HH,
so why am I giving? Because why am I sort of like applauding you for what was just given to you? So if you just have a ability, where's the credit there?
Yeah, but the
You're
thing.
no.
It's
But
basically
it's more
it's
than
more like
that.
look, you're just acknowledging what is given to you naturally, but the actual work of like, okay, I have this natural ability, but not to not sort of properly execute it. That's now where the other thing is.
But can I respond to
but
that
it's,
perspective?
I don't necessarily think that's only the case. It's like you produce a talent is a talent. If you have a generational talent, you can't just produce a generational talent. It just happens based on just where that person was raised and where he came from. And what the European nations are able to do is develop that talent to reach his full potential. But at the end of the day, he had potential from that nation. So at the end of the day, you're taking potential from that nation. So that's where it becomes tricky because at the end of the day, people are just born to play football. Some people are just more talented than others, and you can't account for that as a nation. There's no way you could go around that. Someone's more talented than another person. So
Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say.
And
you know
can you really say that they're stealing the talents? Because how many of
they're
those
not.
dual nationals were born in Africa? Like Ansu Fati was. A few of
Oh,
them
no,
were.
no, no, no,
Titi
no,
was.
no, obviously, no, I don't. I'm just saying that just to add some extra sauce on it. No, you're right because it's like Tammy Abraham. I'm not sure where he was born, but he grew up in England. He grew up in England, and if you ask him where do you feel more at home, I feel more at home at England than Nigeria. Tomorrow,
you know the crazy thing
where do
is,
you feel more at home? Tomorrow feels more at home in England than Nigeria.
Yeah.
So if I feel like I'm more connected to English culture than Nigeria culture, but it's like for me, like I was born in England, but I grew up in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
So I feel more connected to like Nigeria culture than English culture. So if I was a footballer player, there's no way in hell I'm playing for Queen Lizzie. Hell no.
Yeah.
Believe it or
Even
not,
then,
I
though,
have more
like
connection to English culture. So
it's not completely English culture, but like someone like Tim, you see his Instagram, listening to Afrobeat and meeting up with Davido, Burna Boy and stuff. But it's just to actually play for Nigeria is like they know about the corruption. They know
Yes.
about the tribalism. So it's the extra
bro.
stuff.
Honestly, I know. I'll be real
Yeah.
with you.
Okay.
If there was a young top talent, top Nigeria talent, and he wanted to really try and get to his best thing, and he said, "Bro, I'm deciding Nigeria or England." So, you know what? There's it's tough.
Yeah.
I would say that if you want to reach to the best you can be in terms of organization and so forth, I say go for England. But the issue though is that if you're a skillful player, England don't promote skillful players. But let's say you had a choice between Nigeria and let's say Spain, or Nigeria and Portugal, or Nigeria, you say, oh, go for Portugal.
But
Because
you know,
if you're skillful, because England doesn't like skillful players. But if it's Portugal, let's say, bro, go with Portugal.
you know, Mbappe's dad wanted him to play for Cameroon, right? But Cameroon were asking him for money. I'm so glad he played for France, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mbappe.
Alpop is like right because it's kind of similar like with like Naomi Osaka. Like she was born in Japan, but she could represent Haiti as well. But as you said, like from a marketing I guess standpoint, also for her to get more famous, she decided to rep Japan, and she was able to represent Japan at the Olympics, and you see how popular she is. So kind of same thing applies here too.
Oh no, yeah. So Doug, like, do you see a stage? Because for me, whenever Afcon comes around, people say, okay, when can Africa win a World Cup and when can they go for? In my view, Africa can never win the World Cup ever because all our best talents have gone to Europe. So do you see a stage where Africa can actually win a World Cup?
I don't see it happening too, because first of all, like you said, and two, like I feel like when it comes to soccer in Africa too, I guess it's also connected to kind of Africa in general when it comes to infrastructure, trying to help organize things. There's a lot of money that's wasted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I do have parents from Ghana, obviously, but I mean, I was also born in America. And
Hey, what up?
yeah,
What up, man?
yeah. So, but
Yeah.
if you remember the Kente cloth right now, actually, But as I was saying, like for example, like for Asia and CAF, I think because I guess institutionally wise, those nations are a bit more economically, politically more stable. It can reflect in the soccer as well. For us like US, we had a big collapse 5 years ago, 2017. But now you see where we are right now, where we have a new coach, a lot of new young players. MLS has been also grown, even though it's still not the best of quality for some people. There's more growth. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for even Canada. Look how much they've been able to grow. Like 10 years
Alfonso
ago, years
Davies.
ago, like yeah, exactly. Like at least like in CONCACAF terms, like they were seen as a joke, but you see how much they've been able to grow a lot because of the infrastructure and patience that I think they make. Because like one thing I see about African teams, like they love to hire and fire coaches left and right. You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
think that's something
telling
they do
you.
too. It's crazy. Like I
And,
feel
no,
as
but both,
mhm,
do you know what the key thing is? That this is really the most important thing.
mhm.
It's again, it's almost like because again, it's like I I call it the white man complex,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
which is basically like the the most crap class A brick white man is still better than the overqualified black man.
Yeah.
So my
Mhm.
thing is that you have all these white coaches who no one knows of these guys. In
Mhm.
Europe, these guys are bombs.
Yeah.
These guys are failures in Europe, but they come to Africa and they're treated as kings.
Exactly.
Like
It,
my
it,
thing
it
is
makes
that
no
I
sense.
look at because guys, please, this is what I do in this Afcon. Count how many white managers are there, and tell me whether you know of their resume in football. I think there was one Afcon where I think there were 2 or 3 local coaches. Everybody else was white,
Hmm.
either white or non-African. So there were
That's a
only
shame, man.
3
That's
African
a shame.
coaches.
Exactly. Yeah. Mhm.
Because
And
Really a shame.
in
the thing
the
about
Euros, count how many African or black
Our
managers are
own kind.
but see,
or
the
the
thing
Euro.
about international football is this: is that see,
Stick with your own.
okay, I can use Nigeria for example. I always say this like Westerhoff. He was Dutch. The thing about Westerhoff is that he lived in Nigeria. Because I sat next
Okay.
to Westerhoff's wife, who was Nigerian, black. So he lived in Nigeria. He was fully ingrained in the Nigerian culture. So he understood what Nigeria was about. And then he was able to sort of now say, okay, I know this is my home, my thing, but I understand Nigerian football. If you just take some white guy, if you just take a European and just bring a European to now coach a Ghana or Nigeria, this European does not know
Mhm.
about their
Yeah.
The
football.
ideals,
European will
yeah.
just
Exactly. Yeah.
impose
Mhm.
the European mindset on this football. So,
Mhm.
and this one I would say, you can't beat Europe at their own game.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if you
Exactly.
get Africans to play European football against a European team would beat the crap out of them.
Crap
Yeah.
out of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
Exactly.
agree.
And like going back to even U.S. soccer, like I know I guess like within our fan base, there's a lot of people that love to. I mean, I'm not saying we should look to Europe and stuff, but I feel like we, as you said, like everyone should try and do their own thing because in the end, if one part of the world has perfected it and we try to do the same thing, they're obviously better at it. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to international soccer, I think when it's like you said again, I think too many other. I mean, besides like Condebel and Cap, I think everyone tries to copy, another style or so. But it's like let's do our own thing. And I think even though like the current coach Greg Berhalter isn't really like a fan favorite, at least he's trying to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
possession football, playing out the back. You know, what I mean, like even though it might not be the best, he's doing his own thing because like I know a lot of people always wanted European coaches for U.S. soccer,
Mm.
and like I know they're wrong with that, but like the last time we had a European coach, Jurgen Klinsmann, one of the reasons why he got fired was because there was so much he had more favoritism towards the German American players, which brought a lot of disparity within the locker room. Like stuff like that can happen.
Klinsman
Because,
helped a
Wait,
lot.
guys,
what I'm saying?
I'll push
wait,
back on
hold up.
everyone. I'll push
Hold up.
back.
Before
I got something to say too.
wait, hold up. Before I want to go to Abdullah and then Daniel, but let me just hit this dubs, man. So the who says, HH, you can verify this from other Ghanaians, not some sites. Okay, I will. Half
Oh,
says, yeah, am I your only son? You inherit your inheritance. Little Hollow says, Edan Litso Mitzad has less goals than De Jong. Oh, thank you for that, bro. Thank you, bro. Half Hope's abandoned son says, Dad, come back home and don't forget the milk.
Oh my god.
Daddy U says, Algeria is winning it. Local coach and no European crap.
Huh.
That
Wow.
Algerian
Can,
coach,
can I
local
push
coach,
back
look how
on
well they
Oh
did.
yeah,
Chase, I got
one more
something to
thing.
say after you go to Daniel
I'll
and
push back
Julian.
on.
I have something to say. I have something
I
to say
want to get
too.
all the other guys to speak.
Okay.
Abdul, talk to me. Abdul
Yeah.
Karim.
So about the Afcon, Abdul Karim. Yeah. Shout out from Canada. But I'm originally from Eritrea, so
My
Okay.
G, my fellow Canadian.
we're never
Yeah. What's
we're
up?
never gonna be in the Afcon, but at least I got some. Obviously I got the African blood in me, right? So,
Yeah.
but like speaking about the Afcon, yeah, like I've heard like a lot of your guys' prediction. A lot of people does have Algeria. Algeria seems to be the one that kind of has the most unity in their squad. They kind of
Mhm.
seem like they have like a lot of chemistry together. When you see them play, it looks extremely fluid, and it looks like they
And
have
they
like
have
a
an Algerian
proper
coach. And they
hierarchy.
have an Algerian coach as well.
Exactly. Algeria definitely has their shit together when it comes to this footballing stuff. And it does come a lot to like it's more than just simply talent. It's about I don't know how Algeria does it, but they
I think you caught
You
up,
there?
bro.
Oh,
Abdul.
Ghana is playing
players that
Algeria
could
on
play for them.
Wednesday, January 5th.
Oh
Abdul.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was saying, yeah, like very similar to I guess like there's other African nations, maybe like Nigeria that does have a lot of African talent, but somehow they choose to play for I guess the country that they most resonate with. So Algeria definitely they do have some Algerian players that decides to play for France, whatever, if that's what they kind of feel like they're most attached to. But I mean, like they're very unified, and I do feel like they are gonna somehow win this Afcon again. Obviously, there is other nations like Ivory Coast does have some players that we all know about. Like the Eric Bailly's and the Serge Aurier's,
But
and even like
but names alone isn't good enough, bro.
Yeah.
exactly. But they do have some players like like Frank Kessie is looking like he's coming into his own. He's looking like this is like his prime. I'm not gonna say his prime, but this is the best he's looked. Like every year he seems to be getting better and better. So like obviously they do have like those 1-2 punches, Wilfred Zaha and Nicolas Pepe, but I just don't feel like it's gonna be enough. Like Algeria, like they have a lot of players that play like they may not be known. They do have some known players, like the Yusuf Atals and obviously the Mahrez and the Ben Ramas, but a lot of those other players that they do have, they play like in the Bundesliga, they play like in the Italian league, and they may not be known, but I mean, they still do their thing out there. So, my prediction, I guess it would be Algeria, but I kind of want a different nation to win it. I forgot who said it, but I think it's better if another nation wins it because you want it to be more balanced, and the Afcon already gets a lot of disrespect, and the last thing
Yeah.
you want to have is just one nation constantly winning it because it kind of looks bad on the rest of the nation. So yeah.
People sleep on Algeria's physicality too. They bullied Senegal twice, both games they
Yeah.
played last Afcon.
So,
It's not just their talent and tactics.
Wait, Daniel, talk to me. So, what do you stand in this whole?
Let Juju go. Let Juju go because I have
Yeah.
one thing to do right quick. So
All right,
I need
okay,
30
yeah.
seconds, and I know he wants to talk. So let him
Yeah,
go.
I'll push back. People will call me a coon for this, but let me say it. I think I push back on everything you guys say because I think
before you say what.
no. I think listen, we all agree like Europeans play the best football. Like their way of football is the best. This is not like opinion. This is just
South America,
factual.
bro.
Yeah, South
No,
America. Come
South
on.
America
South America.
it's too raw. It's too raw. Like European plays they have the best structure, play the best way of football. I think African teams. This will sound like opposite to what you say, Double H. I think they should hire like most of the coaches to be Europeans. Not because because guys would say like out of pride we should go African, but I think the way Europeans play is the standard. And Double H, just one comment before you go. Before you go.
Like it's improving. It doesn't work out that well,
Do with pride. I think you missed the point that I made.
Yeah.
Jujuman, think about this logically. You hire a European, he's going to teach Africans how to play a European way. European football comes naturally to Europeans. How can you beat someone as something that comes naturally to them? If South Americans or Africans play Europeans will beat them. Jujuman, perfect example, 2010.
Yeah.
Brazil against Netherlands. Dunga was trying to make Brazil a counter-attacking team like Italy.
Yeah.
They ran into Netherlands, and Netherlands were like, "You can't do you better than us." So if you're trying to get European, you will always lose against the European team because you're trying to beat us at our own game that we know better than you.
True, but Double H, he's my problem though. The way the African style of football like is inferior to European style of playing football. That's the first part, and as represented by like how successful the Europeans have been. So there's no shame. There's no shame to copying the best. There's no shame to copying the best teams in the world. It's no shame.
That's a very simple way to think of it.
It's no shame.
There are many styles.
Yeah, there's no shame. Like just copy the Europeans. Like there's no shame.
But judgment.
That's what
But
they've been
my
trying to
thing, my point is that, like, okay, I see where you're going, and what you're saying, it does make sense. It does logically make sense. Because what's it saying? If you can't beat them, join them. But my issue, John Man, is that I'm giving you a footballing kind of breakdown of like international football is about identity.
Yeah.
How Brazil always beats Europe. Do you know why Brazil have 5 World Cups? They play Brazilian way.
7-1.
7-1. Play at their peak, they can't be beaten.
Yeah, but
Now,
7-1. Look at what
France is now blending Africa and Europe together. So France is a different kind of a beast that we've not really seen because of that is a true blend of Africa and Europe. But the thing about Brazil is Brazil at their best can't be beat. That is what destroys Europe when Brazil really reach the peak of their powers. Because I always believe that you get 3 or 4 individuals who are crazy, Europe can't touch that. Because Europe can't dribble like how Brazil dribbles.
Yeah.
So even when it gets a Romario, a Bebeto, a Garrincha, a Pele, a Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Dino, you can't touch that. They're
They're
beating
like a mix of all those cultures. But
But-
anyway,
yeah, but-
Juju,
So, but the thing is that
Yeah.
I promise you, Juju, you can't beat Europe at their own game. So the way you beat Europe is you have to bring something completely different,
Yeah.
that they don't know about. Because Juju, my thing though is this. I'll give you another example. I told you the example of Westerhoff.
Yeah.
Yes, he was Dutch, but his wife was Nigerian. He basically lived his whole life in Nigeria. So the best thing you do is that he was like, these Nigerians have got to play their own way of football. And ask anybody about that 94 World Cup, they're like, man, we've not seen how these guys were operating. Because these guys were playing in a Nigerian way that people didn't understand. Cameroon in 1990. So it was just that's a few little inches that made Cameroon lose to England in 1990. And guys, go look at that 1994 game. What's his face?
Maldini took out
Maldini should be
Yakini
sent
and
off.
like should have been a red card.
Maldini should be sent off. Nigeria should have beaten Italy in that game. So it is what it is. But yeah.
But AJ, I think you and
just let's comment about it. Yeah. See, my fear is like you made great points, Double H, but my fear is like Europeans, like the way of playing is like because right now, like with European football, like they're way ahead of everyone. That you see results like 7-1. The Joga Bonito, it's outdated. It's old stuff. It doesn't work anymore. So,
Okay, but Neymar wasn't playing that game.
No.
I mean, you never know.
That same Germany team drew Ghana 2-2 in that same World Cup.
Exactly.
No,
See,
that's
that's
true.
the
But
thing.
what's it called? But you look
Algeria
at how
had them sweating in the
Shoot,
round of
Mhm.
16.
but yeah, true.
Exactly, yeah.
But true. Like that's all I'm talking about now. Because it's like this game is constantly evolving, and the best way to keep up with the game is you have to copy the European model. Because it's like. Because that's where the best.
Oh my gosh, man.
Chase, can I go after Daniel?
You know why I push back? Because Brazil have not yet been at their top. Because my belief is, I'll be real with you. Argentina should have won that World Cup in 2014.
Yes, yeah.
Messi backed up.
Yeah,
that was built for Messi.
But those players play in Europe, though. Double H. But Double H, most of those players play in Europe.
I think, man, I swear, that's like when Brazil reach their peak, that I don't think they have, they win. They win.
No, but here's the question I have for everyone. That's how I know.
Jogo Bonito will always be the equalizer of anything in football.
Do you know Double H? Do you know why that's a false statement? I'll ask everyone a question. Which team will win the World Cup this year? Is it South American or European? No.
I mean, it could go either way. Honestly.
No, do not give me that, guys. Do not give me that. Like,
Argentina are just as good as England or Italy, man.
Hold on. Let's break it down because you've talked a lot. Because we'll be here for 5 hours because we'll argue this for another 5 hours, bro. So,
Do you know what's crazy? Do you know what's crazy? The only reason I hopped in is because I had a question for Juju, which was so he said something to the effect of like Africa gets no credit for France and those victories, and I was just curious, how did France build their institutions? How did they get the resources to build their institutions?
But yeah, but DT is water under the bridge. Look. If we start like looking at the past, like it will be like we will never see the end.
No, Juju.
That's how we got to the present.
My larger point is like if we want to take this historically, is the only reason I jumped in just to add this little tidbit. Is France got the resources they got via the gun. They went to Africa, they went to the Caribbean, and they colonized imperialism, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
If France don't have the money to build their institutions, whether it's social, political, footballing, sport, what have you, without the crime of imperialism, and in that sense, that forces Africans who have been colonized to go to the metropole, whether it be London, whether it be Lisbon, whether it be Paris, whether it be, you name it, Berlin in some cases, whether it be, Lukaku and Batshuayi going to Belgium, Brussels. Like that happens. So you can't say Africa gets no credit.
No.
Because
where's the credits for Africa? Because where do you give Africa the credits? What do they do to deserve?
No. I'm saying without the African continent and Africans, Europe doesn't have the resources to build themselves into something that would make it acceptable for Africa to even go.
Wait, that doesn't negate human points. Credit is wow. This is something you did. You've done something. I'm giving you credits for something you've did. I can't give you credits for just raw talents or raw resources. Credit is, man.
That's the only reason that Africans go to Europe is because the resources that were taken from the continent are now there. So you have to go there in order to quote make it unquote.
What did Africa do?
See, DT.
That we should be giving them credits for.
Yeah, DT.
It's not a win for Africa, like France winning the World Cup.
DT,
at the same time, like you got to be honest, like France, would they win with only descendants of French people? Would France have won that World Cup?
They lied, cheated, and everything. That's all fair. At the end of the day, yes, they took the resources and everything, but they're the guys that did the coaching, the refining, the organizing, and the management.
No. I get that. But what I'm saying is that without Africa, France isn't France. Without Africa, England isn't England. Without Africa, America isn't America.
Where do I give you credits for? You just have that natural talent, but how do I give you credits for that? I can acknowledge it, but the credits is the people who do the I've taken resources that are now going to do this, and actually invoke some kind of management and refinement to now turn it into something effective.
And DT, if that's the case, then if there's talent a lot enough, then you should go and make 55 other Frances. If it's that, like you can't use that as an excuse to explain the current situation.
Well, competent leadership,
no credit, man. Even with the history, like that's not enough of an excuse. Like you have to look at stuff how it is and then work with that. But so I say zero credit. Like they did all the work. All the work. Guys will not like it. But they did all the work.
You don't have to say it's like that.
I mean, it's not a W for Africa, France winning. Like they're one of the main colonizers. So I get where both of y'all coming from.
Yeah, because it's like
Well, I mean, my thing is,
Sorry, Adnan, talk to me. Adnan.
All right.
Like what I was gonna say with Ivory Coast, with their golden generation, they all came from like one or two academies, and the sad part is it was some white dude just went to Ivory Coast, made an academy, and then like all of their half of those players came from the same place. So my point is, I think we overcomplicate like what we can do to turn things around and make things better. It's like just let the players play, like make academies. Stop with the tribalism and let youthful people be in charge. Like,
hold up. But Adam, do you know a very funny? This is what I always say. Look at people will say, look at the under-17s. or the under 21s.
That's a raw talent.
African
yeah.
teams do very, very well there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Like I think Nigeria have like the most under 17 World Cups. So now say, okay, what is now missing from under 17 to seniors? Because it's a lot. See, because I always watch the under 17s. When you look at under 17, it's just talent. Guys
Yeah.
just play.
Also,
When you get
other
to the
countries
senior
don't
level,
take it
there's
as
talent,
seriously
there's
until
game
you're 20.
management,
It's
there's game
it's
psychology.
You
It's a
do
lot
also
more
have to
complex.
add in that they'll play like 23-year-olds.
Nah, but
Hey,
Daniel,
yeah.
wait, hold on. I want to push back on
I
that.
think that are they
HH,
really playing
HH,
guys that are fully
you know
old?
that in 2013 they
I'm
started
saying prove it.
they started doing MRI scans for like in bone density scans because they kept saying Nigeria were cheating, and then we won in 2013 and 2015. So we beat times.
Wait, isn't it more than that? It's that Africa does produce players and manages and they have struggled managing these players, but they also struggle managing these managers, bringing up talent that can
Mhm.
manage the next generation, and it comes down to the FAs. The
Oh, yeah.
FAs are messing
Hold
up
on.
in terms
Victor,
of
Victor
Yeah.
Osimhen.
Can I say
Yeah.
something?
All them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Zeman,
They
could
didn't
have
win
gone
the
that
Serie
like
A
eight
double
and a
issues
half
that
4 years ago.
these
AJ, can I
FAs,
please say something?
Zeman, you see, the issue is that these FAs, they just want a quick fix. Basically, these FAs are like Juju Man. they're like Juju Man clones. They're like, Europe are doing the best. Okay, whoever is European, forget about your resume. As long as you're European, just come here, teach us how to play. Let's go. Cool. You go to the World Cup, you get your asses beat. But Europeans who can do Europe better than
Do you know who Ivory
HH,
Coast
real quick.
manager
Can
is?
can I please say something?
HH,
Can I
real
please?
quick. You know, I think there's a middle ground between what you and Juju are saying because you're saying like don't just get any bum off the road from England or France. Like if it's Arsene Wenger or Marino or someone of top quality, of course I'll take them. But don't take someone who kept failing every year, failing in Europe. So you think failures in Europe are better than the best of Africa?
See, Adam, if it's like a top tier Europe, like when Nigeria had Betty Votes, I'm like, okay, it's Betty Votes. The guy, I think he won the Euros in '96 with Germany. Okay,
Yeah, he did.
but when you not get some no-name European
Gernot Roar.
who is a
What is
bomb
the
in
Gernot?
Europe, I'm like, who is this European coming in trying to now manage the thing? Like,
fruit sellers,
Best
man.
coach ever was Stephen
Can
Keshi.
can I
He's from
say can I
Nigeria.
say something?
This goes back
what
to
the hell do you want to
the
say?
FA.
Call, speak, talk.
Okay. No, I'm saying please, can I say something? Okay. Thank you. I didn't want to say this. HH, let me tell you something, bruh. If a white man gives you a white chick, you better get that shawty's.
Core doesn't like the queen, JJ. Core doesn't like the queen.
He wasted all that time just to say that. God damn, bro.
You know,
Oh
what's it called? And he said, little size how we want to make the worst Afcon squad. Thank you for that, bro. They said Digimon turned into
Self-hating, man.
man. Hashtag Jim Pro tax.
Yeah, what did that mean? That's like a riddle.
It was relax. Kanda, thank
Yo,
you for the
can I
dub.
say something
Kanda,
real
man.
quick?
Thank you for the dub, Kanda. Thank you for the dub, Kanda. Look,
Yo, can I
Juju, man.
say something?
Oh, who's that? Is that Abdul?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abdul, talk to me. Abdul, go for it.
Yeah, I just had a quick question. So, like, when we're talking about the African style, and you can't be teaching these African nations to play the European style because they're already at a disadvantage because they have not been playing at that style for as long as the European nations, and they're not as experienced, right? So that's pretty much why they keep losing, and they need to kind of develop their own style. Like, I don't know if you guys remember. I remember there was one preseason game where it was Tottenham versus like some South African club side. It was like Orlando Pirates. No. It was Tottenham. Tottenham versus this is back in like 2002. They faced like a South African club called like Orlando Pirates
that
or
was Manchester
something.
United, I think, actually.
No. I'm pretty sure it was. I know because I'm a Spurs fan myself, and I
Okay.
know that we got embarrassed back in like 2002. I'm not that old to really remember that, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
back in 2002, and they were just like the South African side. They kind of they beat Spurs like 2-1, and Spurs wasn't that great, but there was still like a mid-table Premier League side, which is still top level, right? And they were playing like their own South African style where they were just pretty much just taking the piss out of like the Spurs players. Like they were just doing like their skills, and the crowd will kind of get onto them, and then it kind of like demotivates the Spurs players, and they kind of had their own style and they beat them with their own style. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. And like when you're talking about these African nations should play with their own style, what exactly is that style? Like, is that just like just doing skills and try to get the crowd to
kind of play against the home nation? Like, how do they beat them using their own quote unquote style? Like, I'm not really that sure.
Africa is
No,
a
no, no, no,
monolith.
no.
Remember that. So
BBC,
it's
my
very
thing
different
is,
styles.
it's basically, which is why I say France are like a hybrid, but it's like a blend of the physicality and the skill.
Yeah.
Naturally, no other genetic group can match Africans for physicality. Africans are just naturally faster and just stronger than most people in the world. That's just a biological fact. I also bring in the facts of now when you now look at specific nations, especially like West African nations, you now have the whole skill level, which is what you saw in 1990 with Cameroon and what you saw in 94 in Nigeria. Because when guys saw what Cameroon and Nigeria did, they said, no, the kind of skills and the moves these guys are doing mixed with how fast they are and how strong they are. So it's the strength, the speed, the skills, and the way that they're doing the skills and how unorthodox they are. It's something that is different that now will now catch you off guard. Because see, the beauty of a World Cup is this is how Asians interpret football. This is how South Americans interpret football. This is how Europeans interpret football. Boom, let's now go. The worst thing to happen is everything now becomes like Europeanized. So
Yeah.
everybody now
It will
tries to play
double
a
edge.
version of Europe.
Yes,
Because
It
for me,
will.
because imagine that
Globalization.
I have the Euros. That's cool.
Yeah,
What I don't want is for the World Cup to turn it into the Euros because that'll just be trash.
Yeah.
Hey, HH, are we really faster though? Because the fastest motherfucker I seen was Prime Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guys,
And
guys,
Valencia as well,
Yo,
man.
there's
I wanna-
spacing power everywhere.
no, guys,
Yeah,
guys,
but
you know,
I want to mention O2 Senegal as well, like one
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the best
No,
African
no,
teams.
it's fine, but let me agree with you. The best African team in terms of just quality, I'm not being biased, was that Nigeria team.
No,
in
I
1994.
agree.
Followed by the Cameroon team in
Unfortunately,
1990.
yo,
Remember that Cameroon team in 1990? They beat
Roger
Argentina
Mila.
because and Argentina were the defending champions. Just think about it.
They
They
beat
beat the
Argentina
defending
by just
champions
pounding
in
the
the
crap out
opening
of
game
them.
of the season.
Yeah, Roger Mila was something
So,
else.
and also, if Lineker didn't dive, they'd have beaten England. But Lineker said, "Look, man, let me just dive twice for Queen Lizzie." And go.
That Senegal team in 02 was crazy on the counter attack though.
Yeah,
They beat the number one ranked
making was
team
on
in the
point.
world, which was France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Which was
defending
German.
Euro
They dropped three
champions,
on Sweden.
defending. You're on mute, HH, I think.
Oh yeah, Judgment.
Oh yeah, I think we need to look like forward looking. Look, it was a great time when the world was like separate. Everyone had their own style, their own thing going on. But looking forward, like the way the Europeans are positioned, they're set to dominate for decades. So I think if we were to position ourselves, I mean, if as a continent, Africa to position itself as a continent to be successful, you have to like this.
But Judgment, is it Europe or France?
No, look, if you're smarter than you can copy France. Like everyone can copy France. Like that'll probably be smarter to copy the way France play. But if we're to look like ahead, like this is how like humans, even human beings, this is how they evolve. You copy the best ideas. So it's like if the European play like their way of football, let's just agree, like these guys are like taking the sport to another level. And
No,
like if
no.
yes, they are.
Don't copy word for word, bar for bar.
Sorry.
Like you just take a little bit,
Maybe you
here
want
and
to
there
bleep
and
your
innovate.
skin. I'm happy with this.
No,
Maybe you want to-
Judgment.
It's true double edged.
Like a snow bunny.
Damn, HH, damn.
No, let's just be
It
honest.
was a
Let's
joke.
just
It
be
was
honest.
a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, let's just be honest. Like the way the way like the Europeans play is just I think it's just better. So we just like let's just put our
What is
pride
better
aside.
about it, Juju? Because you keep saying that, but like, what's an example?
like the way, for example, like the way they don't play the traditional way where right now like the wing backs like they are more involved, and then you have because it's like where they're more involved, and then there's a lot of passing, and then playing from the back. Those should be incorporated into the way Africans play, and then like and then that's what they should do, like incorporate more of the European way of play, European style of play. I think
Hold on.
pretty
Let me
much guaranteed to
let me just take
succeed.
this dots. So from your man Fire Z says Ethiopia to win Afcon. Let's be real. No, that's
I
not
think
happening.
Ethiopia
Very sorry
won the
about that.
first
That is
ever
not
Afcon.
happening. Conderman, thank you for the Conderman. The best coach in Africa is South African, Pitso Mosimane. He's won numerous CAF seals and currently manages Al Ali. We don't need European coaches. I'm saying this right now. This is my thing, and I was so glad for this job. What you do is these African coaches, you go behind enemy lines and you go to Europe, and you have your coaching badges in Europe just to get a general background. Then you come back to the fatherland, and you blend what you've learned from the enemy with how you know your football flows culturally. Because
HH, do you know what you just described?
Every national team has that cultural identity, which is what makes the World Cup beautiful. Because Brazil's football is like capoeira and like samba dancing and so forth.
It declined, by the way.
So every team, they incorporate the natural cultural identity is incorporated into how they interpret football and so forth, which is what makes it so interesting. So what you do, elite coaches, is you go behind enemy lines. Wait, is there someone playing music? All right. So you go behind enemy lines. You learn you learn about the enemy and how they coach and everything. You come back and you blend what you've learned from the Europeans with how you flow culturally. So what you now have is a hybrid, like France, a hybrid of, okay, we understand your general way of going, but we're going to hit you with something you don't know, which is this African thing that you can't plan for. Because you can plan for the European thing, you can't plan for the African thing or the South American thing or the Asian thing. It's about a blend and about a balance, you know.
Do you know what you just described in a nutshell? You described how African nations got their independence in the 50s and 60s. If you look at how Kwame Nkrumah went to the United States, if you look at how Julius Nyerere went to the University of Edinburgh, how the Nigerian, what's the first prime minister, Balewa, I think he went to the university in London, UCL. Like, they went to the metropoles or America, got the information, remixed it, mixed it with Pan-Africanism, Marxism, socialism, whatever the case may be, brought it back to the continent, and that's how they got independence. Then you know, we deal with coups and Africa being Africa, but that initial wave of presidents and prime ministers who got independence from the colonial powers, as it were, that's what they did. So maybe coaches should use that same formula.
Wait, let me just clarify. I mean it in a football. Okay, I'm not a race war.
It's competition.
Come on, I'm not going to a race war. I mean it in a football term. As in, when you play a team, they're your enemy.
That sounds like Dr. Umar,
come on,
bro.
Guys, my best friend is white, Will Hambley. I've known him since I was 14. So, and his wife. Shout out to your boy Will Hambley on it.
Watch it back.
Wait, hold up, Abdul. Why the hell are you here, Abdul? Why are you here?
I just want to ask: have you guys spoken about the Liga games today?
Oh, Abdul. Oh,
damn!
You're caught.
That's rude, AJ.
I'm coming.